What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? It's time. It's time to build some PCs. Don't you think? I think it's time to build some PCs. I think all of you guys want to build some PCs. What do you guys think? We'll stop the countdown. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. What do you guys say? Let's just go live. Let's go live. What is up, everybody? Hold on, I'm gonna hit record real quick so that way we got all of the fun stuff being recorded for today's show. How are you doing? Thank you very much for your patience. Sorry for the delay. We were waiting for UPS coming in clutch at the end with last minute changeroo to the old build that we're building today. So I just got finished updating that, so thank you very much. It is time to build, guys. In fact, I am recording. Thank you very much. So I appreciate that. The records are on, and I appreciate that, guys. Roby record. Everybody's saying Roby record. What is going on, everybody? It's so good to see you. Happy Friday. It's a good day. It's a good day. Outside of obviously the big news, and you know, I figured I'd take a couple minutes to kind of get things started and talk a little bit about what's going on with the 3080. So Igor's lab just did a report. I don't know if people got a chance to take a look at this, but on the back, I do have one. Let me show you guys this real quick. But before I'm going to get into that. So we're going to talk a little bit about the 3080, what's going on there, and then just continue. Oh, one of my lights isn't on. Let me fix that. And then we'll get into it. I keep forgetting. I gotta do the intro and get everybody up to speed here in a second. But yeah, we're gonna talk it. We're gonna talk about it, get it all going, and get you guys up to speed on what's happening in the world today. Because there were some big reports for the 3080, and I wanted to kind of get everybody up to speed on that. But before we do that, welcome everybody to Robeytech. Robeytech is a show dedicated to PC building, tech news, tech deals, and all that sort of stuff. This is our special typical New Egg Now episode, but instead of doing the typical deals, what I did this time is the whole focus was on streaming PCs, because I know it's actually something that I've gotten a ton of questions about, like, hey, if I want to build a streaming PC, what's a good budget streaming PC? What's a minimum spec streaming PC? And this is a little bit above. This is what I call recommended spec minimum PCs, and we're gonna get into a little bit of that. This show usually happens every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday when it's not a freaking massive launch season like what's happening right now, but it usually happens every Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It has not been regular for the past month because we've had a lot going on, and I expect it to be even more crazy as we get into Ryzen 4000 launch and obviously Big Navi launch, which has been absolutely nuts. For those of you who don't know, this show is a live show, which means there are mistakes. We have fun. We do a bunch of fun stuff and all that kind of stuff together. And so things can get a little bit of crazy here. You know, we'll lick CPUs. We'll throw around GPUs. We'll mate M.2. We'll have a good time, and that's what it's all about. You guys should have a lot of fun. That's the hope, is that we build PCs, but you have a really good time. But because it's live, we're not just live on YouTube. We're not just live on Twitch. We are live on multiple platforms, and because of that, things can get a little wonky. Like on Twitch, we use a lot of bots to sell information and let people know what's going on. Over on YouTube, we use the descriptions down below, and there's all that information is shared between the two of them. If you're curious about the build today, take a look down in the description below. If you're over on YouTube, all of it is all blasted down there for you. If you're over on Twitch, all you got to do is basically you'll have the moderators. They'll do stuff like do things like put those links up there for the builds and all that sort of stuff. So we'll continue to have that stuff kind of happen throughout the show. What is happening today? I've talked a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about 3080. I've spent some time looking into this myself. I do have some information and some recommendations if people are trying to get 3080 cards to kind of stay away from the recent thing that's going on. We're also going to build my streaming PC. So I've been redoing the gaming room. In fact, we're going to be debuting that on October 2nd with our first ever game stream, which we'll be doing. We don't have a time yet, but we're doing Star Wars Squadrons, and then so we'll be debuting that. That'll be Friday, and so we'll be playing Star Wars Squadrons in the new streaming setup and all that sort of stuff. So that should be a lot of fun. But this is the PC that's going to be used for the streaming. Let's talk about giveaways. Hey man, yes, I did. I saw that trick. I saw that you're wanting to build a crazy PC, so we'll be going good for that. So thank you for letting me know. For those of you who don't know, for going in here, there are giveaways. We do have giveaways. This is September, and so as part of September, everything that the whole thing is kind of around subs and all that sort of stuff right now. Right now, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, which is less than what, 6 days away, right? Like 6 days away, we're going to be giving away a 3080. We're going to be giving away a 3080 here on the show. I believe it's going to be an EVGA for the win, so it's not even a cheap 3080. It's actually an $800 card. So we're going to be giving that away at the end of the month. The way that you get in on that is you just go ahead and you do your subs. You sub over here on Twitch. So it's basically if you are over on YouTube right now or you're on Twitch and you have Amazon and you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch sub. You can use that. That's your free entry into the sweepstakes that's happening for the month. This is just for subscribers over on Twitch. If you donate, if you do give or donate subs, that gives you extra entries into the 3080 giveaway. And then if you do multiple sub lengths, so like you sub for 3 months, 6 months, that gives you extra entries. And then finally, there's tier 2 and tier 3 subs. That also gives you extra entries. And each one of those entries are different. I'll be super transparent about that right before we do the drawing. But honestly, tiered subs are usually some of the best ones because those are the ones that you spend the most on per month. We also have the typical giveaway. So we have this thing called Hype Train. It hasn't started yet, but it will probably start here very soon. If we get 2 of those, on Twitch in a single stream, we'll give away a 250 gig M.2 SSD. So we'll give a 250 gig M.2 SSD. If you are international and you win this, what we'll do is we'll give you a Newegg gift card for the value of the M.2 SSD. So that's the way that works. We were able to figure out a way to include international folks. We're also giving away gift cards, and that's a $25 Newegg. If we get to, right now we're giving away a $25 Newegg gift card no matter what. If we get to 30 subs, we'll make that a $50 Newegg gift card. If we get to 100 subs, that becomes a $50 Newegg gift card. Sorry, a $100 Newegg gift card. Whoa, stop that. If we get to 30 subs, that becomes a $50 Newegg gift card. If we get to 60 subs, that becomes a $100 Newegg gift card. And then if we get to 100 subs, we give away a $150 Newegg gift card. And that's kind of the way it goes. So it becomes tiered and upgrades over time. So the subs are all super awesome. Finally, if we get, I'm going to change this. If we get 600 likes now, I'm upping it up. I get 600 likes and we get 30 comments. 600 likes and 30 comments. Thank you very much, Tristan Cade is dropping it. He started off right there. We get 600 likes and 30 comments on the YouTube video. As soon as we do that, we will give away Xbox Game Pass. So it's 600 likes, and that's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which gives you 100 games and access to 100 games on PC and on Xbox. So we got a lot going on there. So those are all the giveaways. The Twitch giveaway for the Hype Train always happens right after we get finished, and then the YouTube one is right after we hit that threshold. So those can happen at any point in time during the course of the stream. So we got a lot going on. And say what's up, everybody. Hey, what's up, D-Dub? I broke a bug now, and it's starting the process of building PC. That is awesome. Congratulations. I'm excited. Please share it with me. The other thing I want to let you guys know is we have Battle of the Battle Stations, which will be launching in October. So I'm going to tell Blondie this, but if you want to submit, we're going to be putting a submission form at the end of this weekend for people who want to submit Battle of the Battle Stations. We will be choosing one winner per season. That person will win $250, plus they will get a plaque if we give them an approval, and it'll be judged on a bunch of different stuff. So we're going to be putting that stuff in pretty quick if you want to get in on that. And so look out for Battle of the Battle Stations. That's going to be coming up. We're going to be kicking that off. So get your battle stations ready. We're doing things like cable management, a lot of things that you kind of see on TechSource, but we're going to have our little bit of a slant there as well. So we got some really cool stuff coming up, and that's going to be kicking off in the month of October. So I think that is kind of everything. Is there anything I missed? Can mods, anybody like this? Oh, I do want to remind you. Also, don't forget the first 2 weeks, first 2 Thursdays in November, we're doing the mod/tech specialist streams. All of the money that we get from bits, donations, all that stuff goes into a giant pool that I split up among those guys to give them a super awesome Christmas. GeoBear, thank you very much, man. Thank you for the thank you very much for the super chat, dude. GeoBear right now. Anything that we get during those 2 Thursdays will go directly to them for their holiday shopping. Maybe they'll pick up a Series X or whatever it was, but it's going to be pretty cool. So I thank you for that. So that's going to be the first 2 Thursdays in November. So save your pennies there at the end. Not that I appreciate you guys supporting me and my family too. So it's going to be lit. Okay, so that's it. So I want to go through first and foremost, and I want to go through something that is happening right now that we've learned out. This is a little bit of breaking news. This broke this morning from Igor's lab about crashing issues with the RTX 3080. So just to kind of make it simple for you, when NVIDIA releases a GPU, typically what has happened is they've released what's called a Founders Edition or a reference, what's called printed circuit board. And that reference printed circuit board is what are third-party board manufacturers called AIBs go and use to go and make their versions of the card. So if I, like, we have the, so here, right here, we have the Founders Edition. And what has typically happened is the Founders Edition cards, there's the Founders Edition RTX 3080 right here. The Founders Edition cards of these have typically always been like reference, but this time, for the first time, these are not reference. These are NVIDIA's own custom PCBs. So short of it is that when AIBs go and get this stuff, that's how they go and learn to make their cards. And so here right now I have in front of me, I have an EVGA 3080, and we'll use that as a reference because this is one of the cards that has the issue we have confirmed. So what happens is those AIBs, they get a circuit board, and then they can use that to go make their own cards. And then they have options that they can choose when they make their cards, and this is why some cards can be more expensive and some cards can be less expensive. Well, in the case of one of the things that can be modified is right here on the back, and I'm gonna go to top down so you guys can see this a little bit better. So we're gonna go to top down real quick. And we're gonna zoom in so you guys can see this a little bit better here. So right here on the back of the RTX 3080, I'm gonna get this out of the way real quick. So right here on the back of the RTX 3080, this right here is actually the power delivery for the GPU. And so you can see on here, these are, for lack of, I'm gonna make it super simple. These are transistors, and these things do things like what they do is they limit the amount of noise or the amount of basically disturbances that the GPU gets from the power delivery system. So the cool thing about the EVGA for the win is that you can actually see all of this. The neat thing is right here is actually we can see one of the issues that's a problem. So these right here are more expensive transistors, and these are less expensive. Now, on the reference version, on the Founders Edition of the NVIDIA GPU, both of these are the expensive version. But in some cases, things like EVGA, Gigabyte have used all inexpensive power delivery protectors. I'm just going to be simple. I'm not going to go and give you the full name. I've used and the Asus cards that don't have the same deficiencies. Okay, so it's not just, but there are, yeah. So this is where we've seen. So we've done our testing. So that's good that IC Sniper is doing this. So again, we're going through and figuring this stuff out. But we have, particularly on this card specifically, we have found that this does have the issue. And then there's been other cases where that stuff has come out. So what we're doing, what we're letting you know is that there are issues that people are learning. And again, we're trying to work through this real time, and we're reading all this stuff. I've only read the things that are going in. So the issue is that what happens is when a card, so I'm done trying this. What happens is that you have what's called the base clock. You have what's called the base clock speed for a NVIDIA GPU, and right now I think it's 1710 megahertz. And so the thing is that because of cooling capacity on certain cards, or basically how effective they essentially are, the GPU is able to, using NVIDIA's own technology, boost its clock above that. Given the dirty nature of the power, so to speak, and the way, I think one of the best examples I ever heard is like, it's basically like, say for instance you're studying, and I did the Jay's 2 cents, but Jay just did it best. I'm not gonna go and reinvent the wheel, but if you're studying in the middle, if you're studying right now, and like you're doing it in the middle of like a frat party, and you're trying to get all the information done, but there's all these distractions, and then you make mistakes. Well, the problem is right now is because of these inefficiencies, and it looks like we may have more than this, but because of these inefficiencies, we're getting the GPU to crash and crash quite effectively. Now, things that people are testing, and we actually have Optimus Water Cooling is testing this stuff specifically on the 3080 from what I understand, is that they are testing what is called undervolting, or basically not allowing the boost clock to go above a certain speed, and this improves stability. Rumor is, and this is just a rumor right now, is Zotac, which a lot of people have been kind of poo-pooing on, has already done this, knowing that there was some potential deficiencies with and it may be more than just the power delivery, but intentionally undervolting so their clock speeds stay lower so they don't crash. So the problem that people are having right now is that you put this in the box, you have a really good cooling solution, the card does its thing and tries to push and give you the maximum amount of power, and in doing so causes the game to crash or crash the desktop on a consistent basis. So that is the problem. And so the thing that people raise right now, we have no official word from NVIDIA, no official word from any AIBs in terms of what is potentially happening. Now, the interesting thing is something that somebody said, is they said that the ASUS cards, that people are having issues with the ASUS and reference cards. And that is something I have not seen. I have only seen issues with certain other cards, but in our testing that we've done, no, don't avoid Zotac. So I want to be super clear about this. What I am saying is that there is going to be a fix for this. We expect there to be a fix because now, as more cards are getting out there, this is becoming a bigger and bigger issue, and in doing so, NVIDIA is going to have to do a response. More than likely, what is going to happen is right now you are seeing 3080 benchmarks based on a power delivery system which is unsustainable, or maybe something else, but unsustainable by most of these cards. And so where we were seeing massive GPU gains, that may actually be a little less because what they're going to have to do is throttle down the clock speeds for the boost, which means performance is going to go down. It could mean that what we're looking at is that Big Navi, instead of being rumored 5 or 6% slower, is now closer in terms of the overall performance for 3080, but we don't know. Point being is that right now the only fix that people have, if you are getting 3080s and you're potentially having this issue, is until they have a BIOS update, or sorry, a firmware update. Until they have a firmware update, you may end up only being able to do stuff like going into using MSI Afterburner and setting your power delivery down to like 90 or 95%. So that way it keeps the card from pushing beyond a certain point, which gives you that stability. So that is what's going on. I wanted it, like, I tried to, again, I don't want to do like some people, like the big thing is that when you have a live audience, we could talk a little bit about it. It says, I'll talk a little bit about it, but the other thing too is like, for us, it's like trying to put it in a way that's a little bit more clear, and I hope that's going. Clocks are lower, is that what it is? Yeah, it's been a bit of a mess. Amateur Hour COD Stevens, are you just talking about with the whole thing? It's not that it's overclocked, it's that the card is capable of going beyond what its limits are given the power delivery system. Now, somebody had said, so I Can Sniper, can you post what the official, and I super appreciate you being on top of this. This is what I love about live shows, because I can learn information real time, and hopefully you'll have this out, and we'll make sure we put this out there so people can talk about that. The only fix is more cowbell. Nice, D-Dub. Can you post, we're gonna have Icy Sniper post the official statement on Twitter. I haven't had a chance to look at that. I've been busy doing our little testing today, and so we wanted to see what we could learn based on what it was. Because again, I don't want to do this. I don't want to give you this information unless I can go and confirm it myself. But he's going to post the link. I'll look at. Let me. Here, I can go to EVGA right now, and I'll see if I can bring it up if it's actually on Twitter. So hold on one sec, guys. This is why I have the technology I do. No, I don't want to go to evga.com. I'm not too used to buying cards right now that I'm not actually. Here we go. Oh, that's not what I want. I want Twitter. Where are you, Twitter? Sorry, I'm programmed with all of the graphical, with all the stuff that's going in there. So point being is that should you avoid certain brands? Not necessarily, because it sounds like this brand. Okay, here it is. There's one right here. I'm trying to see what it is, forums. But this is it. Recently there's been discussion about during our mass production. Okay, here we go. So here we go, right here from iPad. This is right from EVGA's forums. Recently there's been some discussion about the EVGA GeForce RTX 3080 series, the one that we're showing right here. This is for the win, which I have some of these too. During our mass production overclock testing, we discovered full 6 post caps. That's the official term, and the MLCC is the other term. Solutions could not pass the real world application. It took almost a week of R&D effort to find the cause and reduce the post caps to 4 and add 20 MLCC caps, which are those transistor things I was talking about there. There we go. Prior to shipping production boards. This is why the EVGA RTX 3080 FT3W series was delayed at launch. There was no 6 post-cap production EVGA GeForce RT for the win board ship. But due to the time crunch and some of the reviews were sent pre-production versions with 6 post caps, we were working with those reviewers directly to replace the boards with production versions. This is saying that series with 5 post caps plus 10 mil is matched with the XC3 spec without issue. Also note we've updated the production pictures in EVGA to reflect. So they are saying, and so this is different. I'll be clear. This is different from our testing. Now, because this is a production board, we got this off there. We have had issues with this. So that is interesting that this is what they're saying, but in our testing, we are actually having issues with this card. So I don't know. I'm going to reach out. So I'm going to reach out to Jacob and ask him about this because they're saying that they are not having the issue, but we actually are having the issue. I specifically have not got to test this. I'm talking about specifically the folks at Optimus who are having that issue. So it's interesting in terms of. So I don't think so. If people are asking what does Tech Jesus think, I don't think Tech Jesus. I think they're doing their testing right now. I just had an opportunity to talk about it, given that this is a live stream and this is an opportunity to literally talk to 10,000 plus people to give you guys an update in terms of where there is. There is an issue. We don't know how bad it is. It doesn't. If you are having the issue when you get your card, my recommendation is for now. What has worked and what we have seen is that if you undervolt your GPU using MSI Afterburner, and we'll get a video out on this, I'm sure there's going to be plenty here pretty quick, in terms of setting it down to 95. Maybe we can show it here on the thing. Yes, this had 5. So this one, this is the For the Win 3 is not what I have. This is the For the Win 3, sorry. So this is the For the Win 3 that has 5 post caps. The XC3, sorry, this is the XC3 series, which has 5 PO caps and 6 POS caps, which is what you see here. So they have a 6 one, neither I or Jay also has this card where he has 5 and then the 10. So, and he's saying that this was matching with the XC3 spec without an issue. So anyway, we're looking into this. This is what we're looking in there, and yeah, +3, yes, that's true, Sebastian. So again, we have seen issues. We've seen issues. We're not sure. We're looking into it. The point being is that, but what we have seen is that people have seen that their stability has increased when you undervolt the cards. They have not seen the issue on the production, from what I understand, and I don't know if anybody else is read into it differently. So I'm letting chat tech specialists. So we'll go and catch up on this. We'll have this information. We talk more in Discord, but the Zotac cards we actually haven't seen issues with because of them doing it. So that's because of them doing that. So that's what we're seeing. Yeah, so the Asus Tough, which I have, so my Asus Tough come in on Saturday. So I actually have some Asus Tough ones, and they're both coming in. Founders Edition, some people, this is the first time I've heard that they both have 6 MLCC. That is correct. But people are saying that the Founders Edition and people have had issues with the Tough, which I have not heard. But somebody, Snipe had said that he had seen it. So they're not, so again, the problem is, and this is, I think Jay put this best, as did a couple of other folks. The thing is that when you talk about what you get, so when you pay your 800, 600, 700 bucks, what you're paying for is a GPU that can clock up to 1710 megahertz per second, 1710 megahertz. At that speed, at what is guaranteed, you do not have an issue. So the cards are not technically faulty. It's when you overclock the cards or when they boost above that threshold that there is potentially issue. So it's really hard, because what happened is that where the issue is now, and what NVIDIA is going to do about this, is that cards were put out there capable of doing more than they really could, and now they have to take a step back. That's really what it is. But that is not saying that the NVIDIA GPUs are still not crazy powerful. Because it sounds like all of the time crunch, there wasn't enough testing, and because of this is what happens when you don't test your product enough. So that's what it is. So it uses the best MLCs and keeps all the MSI. Yeah. So that's that is the truth. And so right now, yeah, they did leave the door open, and so there is a chance in this case, because of something like this, that we could get a big surprise on October 28th when Navi announces their awesomeness, and then we'll see what essentially happens. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't have a ton more information. Again, I learned about this late in the afternoon, and in doing so, I wanted to make sure I was as prepared as I could be. I am still a little ignorant. I apologize, but I still want to have the conversation to make you aware. There are plenty of sites that are out there that are giving you more information. I would recommend, like I said, staying to the core ones. Jay's 2 cents, great idea, and also Gamers Nexus, which I'm sure will cover this. I can't really speak. Oh, I would also say Hardware Canucks. Those 3 I would recommend. I would stay, like, for really technical breakdowns, I would stay away from Bitwit. Also, another one that would be a good one is Pulse Hardware. But those 4 would be my recommendations as this information breaks and really getting you the good deep dive, because those guys really know their stuff. I also was, I'm an electrical engineer, was an EE major. I have a lot of knowledge in that area. I just haven't had a chance to really dig in, and that has been a problem. So I'm sorry. So I appreciate that, guys. And thank you very much. I see Sniper. Thank you very much for jumping in on that and helping me with the information. Yeah, exactly. So we are going to be doing new 2K builds and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, guys, that is what's happening. That is where things are. I hate to start off on a sour note, but again, breaking news. Want to make sure you guys are aware. If you are having issues, I'm going to talk to our tech specialist. We'll talk about things you can do in MSI Afterburner, which should improve your circumstances if you have the issue. Now, that's not to say that you will. So don't go and intentionally do this, but if you are noticing a lot of crash to desktop, once you get a 3080, we will have that squared away and give you instructions on what to do so that can be squared. It's really easy. It's not a hard thing to do until we end up with a firmware update or driver update from NVIDIA that should potentially fix the problem. So anyway, okay. So that is that. We've talked about the 3080 issue. Now let's get to the build, because I'm super excited about this. This is for me. When was the last time we did a build for me, guys? This is for me. For those of you who don't know, I think I've shown. Let me see. I have a video. Let me show you a video. I wonder if there's a way to show it. I'm trying to think of like the best way to show you where things are right now. I'm gonna see if this. Hold on. Let me see if there's a cool way to do this. So one of the things that I'm working on right now is we are redoing our what's the word I'm looking for? I'm redoing my gaming room. That's what I'm doing. So I'm redoing the gaming room, and part of that was setting up a new streaming rig and all that sort of stuff. I was trying to show you guys here. I'll just put the link in chat if you guys want to see the room. It's in chat. So that is the state of the room as it is now. We're going to be doing a big video reveal on it right now. The total cost, I think at this point in time, is about $30,000. So it's a very pricey room. But we wanted to make sure that it was like absolutely the most epic thing that you ever could. So it should be super cool and all that sort of stuff. There's the link right there. We put it in there for you guys to basically check out. So we haven't built anything yet. We're gonna build it. So so anyway, we're gonna basically this right here is going to be the streaming rig that is going to go with that. That's going to go with that. That basically those crazy PCs that are all part of that we're going to be streaming from when we start kicking it off next week. And so what we're doing is one of the things I thought, because I get this question a lot, is people are like, "Hey, Roby, what is a great budget or a really nice like quality streaming rig, but at the same time not so expensive that not so expensive or so cheap that it runs out." So here we have a $1,500, essentially a $1,500 compact. And I mean, this is like, you guys are used to be carrying cases. They're like absolutely massive, but this is the Cooler Master in our 200p, really small case. And we're going to get everything in here, and we're going to get it all built up, and then this is going to be the rig that is going to power my streaming PCs from now on. So yeah, this is what's going to go in. Why are you guys sad? You guys are getting sad. So how is your wife not good? She has. This is essentially I'm dead. Case not listed. So here's the deal. The case is listed in, the case is not available on Newegg. If you check the YouTube video, there is a link to it on Amazon. Unfortunately, Newegg does not sell it. Now, one of the things that I do want to let you guys know is that I know everybody doesn't want to necessarily build a white one. So I've given you and I'm sorry for people on Twitch, if you go to YouTube and down in the description, you want to watch later on, there is an alternate version, which is all black. So if you want to do an all black one, you can. And there's also an ATX version. So if you just want to choose an ATX case, in my case, I did a TD500, and that will show you how to do it. All of those are around the same exact price. They're all $1,500 and they're all perfectly capable, actually even in some cases of gaming and streaming at the same time. But if you're looking for like a quality streaming PC, and let me tell you a little bit about the criteria I chose when I picked the parts for this. Number one, I wanted something that because I stream, has enough RAM to basically do certain other things that you end up doing on a streaming PC. Usually light video editing, which is why I gave it 32 gigs of RAM. There's a lot of multitasking, specifically Chrome, switching between applications, all of those sort of things, which is why I didn't do something like a 1600 AF, and why I also did an X. And then sometimes there's also things where like, hey, in a pinch, I want to do some testing, and so I want to be able to do some light game testing. So those are the reasons that I chose the specs I did for the CPU. For the GPU, I did the 2060 Super. Main reason being is that it gives you the option, because if you're not going to use Premiere, but if you wanted to use there's other, oh my God, my mind, DaVinci. You wanted to use DaVinci Resolve or something like that, where you could use the power that we have for the InVec encodec, but also doing some light video editing on this thing. That was something that was completely capable of, and that's why I did a 2060 Super, so you could still do something at a relatively high speed. Again, there are options you can do to make this less expensive, but I wanted to give you something that was well within the range. And the other thing too is this is a streaming PC that could last you 2, 3, 4 years versus, because A, the board is scalable, A, the GPU is going to be more than enough power for a while. So I'd love to see what, and dual channel is another thing too. Will a 3070 fit in it? Yes, it will. I don't know. It's 600 watts. Nobody makes higher than a 600 watt SFX power supply. Cooler Master, which we will get a unit for that. Cooler Master is working on 650 watt, 850 watt, and 1000 watts SFX power supplies. Those will make you so you could put like 3080s, 3090s in cases like this. But right now, the power delivery on this it's 600 watts, which should be okay for a 3070. So yeah, it's a little bit more expensive. Yes, exactly. Oh, and oh yeah, okay. So this is basically your PC. So anyway, this is where we are. And this is what we're doing today. So that's the parts. We're gonna walk through the parts here in a second, but one of the things I forgot to do is actually grab, the GPU, and oh man, and I just totally moved all my cameras. I'm gonna go grab the GPU real quick. Where's my GPU? There's always like one part I always forget, you know what I mean? Like I get done, I'm like, oh, where's, and then I think I know it, and then I remember as I'm getting ready to walk through the parts that, oh yeah, I forgot a part. And so anyway, got that fixed. Okay, there we go. Okay, so how are we doing on the, oh, can you not comment on live streams? Is that not true? Oh, okay, well, I didn't know that. So I guess we need to know, can you not, so somebody's telling me no. Oh, no chat only. Okay, so sorry, 600 likes, no comments. So all we have to do is get to 600 likes. Good to know. There we go. Fixing that. So it's an SFF. Sorry, SFF, not SFX. I say SFX because of the SFX by Dan. It's SFF, sorry, my bad. Thank you very much for that. Apologies, just using my words now. Okay, bacon and yes. Okay, so thank you very much for that, guys, and let's go in there and go from there. It is black and white. And guys, I apologize for the availability of the case. The case is new. It's also been very popular, and there's two versions. There's the NR200, and then there's the NR200P. The 200P, which is what I have here, also comes with a separate. Which actually also comes with a separate tempered glass panel versus the NR200, which does not have that glass panel. We are going to do it. I haven't decided yet, given what I'm going to do. I'm probably more than likely, because I have all Arctic parts, we're going to go ahead and make it use the side panel, and we'll go from there. So yeah, it should be fun. So that is what we're doing today. Now let's real quick, walk through the parts for this, because that's always the fun part, and I promise not to take too much time because we started late. So we have to do it at least 2 hours. So that's always the problem, right? Like you still have 2 hours, because that's when the what's the word I'm looking for? The hype train comes back. So that's why we always do at least 2 hours. But I think that this show always goes longer than 2 hours. I would be remiss if we never do. Okay, so let's talk about the parts that are going in this. So we can talk a little bit about it. I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are. So if you do get a chance afterwards, I'd love to know what you guys would change afterwards. Like go down there, tell me what, like, hey, this is what I would do or what I would do different, and I'd love to know why. Because I always I love hive minding. I mean, just I know a lot, but I don't know everything, and so there are things that I may not have thought of when I was building this build, and so I'd love to know your thoughts in terms of, hey, I think you should do this or whatever. Especially if people are thinking about buying this and they want to save a little bit of money. For our motherboard, we chose the B550i, the Aorus Pro AX from Gigabyte. Main reason I did this versus the X570 is the X570, even though I have it in my H1 build, the X570 has been really hard to get a hold of, and apparently they're working on a newer version of it. So that's why I went ahead and decided to do the B550 again. Also didn't need X570 in this case. Don't need to pay for the a bunch of 4 terabyte NVMe or anything like that. I mean, I wasn't looking for crazy PCIe Gen 4, so B550 was more than enough for using the 3000 series Ryzen, and still gives me the upgradable for 4000 series as well. So in that zone. So that is our motherboard. For our CPU, the tried and true, you know, between this and the 3600, the 3600X, honestly, the difference between the 3600 and the 3600X can be anywhere between, you know, $30 and $15. So throwing 15 extra bucks to get something that's actually overclockable is always a good bonus for me. So this is the 6-core 12-thread, absolutely awesome, probably like mainstay CPU from AMD. If you're talking about, because most people don't need a 37 or 3800X, the 3800X is just kind of a weird CPU in general. So awesome CPU, and this is what we're going to use for my streaming rig. For RAM, I love Crucial. I love their Ballistics RAM. I wanted to get 3600 megahertz for this, obviously, but again, not something you absolutely need for what we're doing, but it's still 32 gigs of white at 3200 megahertz. This is, I think this is, I forgot what I think this is CL18. This might be 16. I'm bringing it up here. So this is CL, yeah, so this is CL16, so it's still fast. It's still fast, but you know, it still looks good and all that sort of stuff. So you still have that aesthetic look that you really care about, but at the same time you get that 32, which is great for what I care about is multitasking, being able to run light video editing, and also anything you want to do from some light gaming. So that's why 32 gigs of RAM there. For our NVMe drive, we're using the Sabrent Rocket. This is an NVMe 4. This is a QLC drive. I know the first thing people are going to see, like, why would you do QLC given the read-write, what's the word I'm looking for? Man, I am tired. Gosh darn it. Not, it means that sustainability, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. The sustainability is, you know, because again, of how many times you can read-write to this is with a QLC. Main reason I did this is that if you're going to do light video editing and you're not doing a ton of that, then you get the benefit of PCIe Gen 4 and the write speeds of PCIe Gen 4 without paying the price for TLC. The other thing that's also nice about this is, again, because it's mostly a streaming PC, there's not a whole lot of read-write you have to worry about it, so it should be more than fine for that, but you still get those things. So you still get the speed and all that. Yeah, reliability. Thank you, Tony. God, I couldn't think of that word. So there we go. It's like going from there. So there is that is our M.2 drive. For our power supply, this is our SF600. This is an SFF power supply. Hold on real quick. This is an SFF power supply, which means it's made for small form factor. Which is nice. And so also the other thing that's really good about this is, like, Corsair makes absolutely, they used to be like the mainstay. Now we finally have some other options from other companies, but this is an absolutely great power supply and will do more than what I need it to do for my streaming rig. And somebody's saying, oh, unfortunately this is not a 3000 series. Again, there isn't really the opportunity right now to put 3000 series in small form factor given the power supply requirement. So once we get our Cooler Master ones, we'll be able to throw some nice 3000 series in here and actually test that stuff out. Okay, for cooling, we're going to use the super chilled And you know, we've seen you use this a lot, but a very attractive looking course, the Corsair H100i Platinum. I was originally going to use an Intermax, and then this is the part that I was waiting for. I don't like Intermax AIOs, let's be honest. They, you know, between the testing that Gamers Nexus has done on them and everybody else, they're kind of garbage. And even though that AIO is new, they've had many chances with their Liquec V2s and all that stuff to fix some of their stuff, and they're still gunky. So it's hard to trust them without doing any long-term testing. So I decided to do this instead, which is safer and really good AIO. So Sebastian, you could do an external power supply, but that makes it super clunky, and I feel like that is. Corsair has a 750 watt. Yes, it just wasn't in stock. But I'm just saying, 750 watt is still below what NVIDIA said they wanted for 3000 series. I know some people are saying that you can do it with 650 watt, but going from there. So, can you turn? Yeah, I can turn on the music. Is it a little loud still? There you go. Oop, that's a little too. I guess I can turn it. There you go. It was a little loud here too. Sorry about that, guys. If you have some time, can you give us some more on what's important when it comes to Rails or PSU? Rails? What do you mean? Sorry, I don't know what that means. It is. Yeah, I was sorry about that, guys. Well, I got it fixed, so there we go. Would you? Kraken is great. Yes. Hey, see you later, COD. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Oh, and then of course GPU. We're going to throw in the GeForce 2060 Founders Edition, which I almost pulled off as a 2080 or 2080 Super last time, and then you guys were like, "That's a 2060." Well, now you got a preview of the build with that one. Okay, so that's everything that's in the build. We should be good. Can we just real quick? Let's party, everyone. Yeah, low ripple. Can we do one thing real quick? Can we get these last two subs so I can change the so I can change it over to the next tier? Come on, you guys. Let's not just leave it so close, because yeah, I want to. Usually we're well beyond that right now, but it feels like you guys are a little behind for a Friday night. Let's finish it out, guys. You're 2 away. Yeah, I love the Deep Cool Castle ones. Has anybody else actually had that one? So if people are asking if people want to do if people want to actually have me do builds, it's 15% of the total cost of the PC. So that's what it is. There we go. Thank you very much for that, Ichi. There we go. We got it. Crash Override. We're good. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw that in there. Let's start the next tier, and then we can not have to worry about it because we're going to the next. We're going to the next one. Okay, sub goal. So ending that one, this is for the $100 Newegg gift card. You guys are incredible, by the way. This has been an awesome September 2030 2020. And there we go, subscriber goal, and we're kicking it off. Okay, cool. There we go. So now let's reset. Now let's start building. Who's ready to build? Let's get that hype going. Let's get that chill going. Who's got that vibe? Who's vibing a little when we're getting ready to do some build? Yeah, I like the Deep Cool Castle one. We're going for there. Yeah, there we go. Player of the game right there. I've used that quite a bit. Oh man, guys, this is going to be awesome. I think this is going to look really good. The only thing I wish that this had is in their one built for the Intel Ghost Canyon Nook. They have some like integrated RGB lighting that's in ice blue, and if you've seen my room, you can see what that kind of looks like. I wish I was able to use that and have that in this. So I got to figure out. Again, we'll have that ice blue, especially if we use a tempered glass. But I still wanted to use that a little bit better. Oh, and then the other thing too, I wanted to let you guys know is that for my capture card, because somebody specifically asked, well, how are you going to get a capture card in that, Roby? The capture card we're using is the Elgato 4K 60S Plus, which is actually an external capture card. Big fan of that. It also has just easy one-button capability, so if I need to do something and just record gameplay, it's actually what we use here in the studio as well, and so that's the one I'm going to be using that. So big shout out to Elgato for hooking us up with that. I have an AIO in that case, and I'm worried all the time if it's too tight for the tube. Well, we'll check it out. I'm pretty excited. Travel me, I've never built in this case, so we're going to be learning together. So you may have to help me with that. Wait for 3070 and AMD to release before you buy anything. Kyle Slade, yes, there's a ton. We haven't done any giveaways yet, so we have many more. We have many more giveaways still happening up. The cost for me to build is 15% of the total cost of the PC, or a minimum of $100. So 236 likes. Thank you, Fernando. He's got that job down, Blondie. He's got that job down. He's like, hey, I'm gonna be the likes guy. Somebody was asking, do I have employees? We actually have the team at Robeytech is 8 people. So we have actually a pretty good sized team. So yeah. What's a good cheap PC build? Kyra, if you check out my channel, I got 750. I've got 3 1,000 builds, one that was just recently updated. We're gonna do new 3000 series ones and RDNA ones too. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, guys, we have a lot of people who watch the show. I mean, I think if you guys are, well, I mean, I don't know for sure. Let me look right now. So right now we have in the channel, we have 915 people watching. We have 610 over on 630. It keeps growing. 630 people over on YouTube, and we got 302 hanging out on Twitch tonight. And then we got 3 who always like to hang out on Facebook, and I love my Facebook fans, so that's going from there. So, okay. Deepcool does make one. They make the white Deepcool Castle 240EX. Okay, let's get the likes on YouTube, guys, and let's go. Let's start building. So let's grab our motherboard. Hey, it's been a while since we've done a small form factor build. I think it's been since the H1, right? So let's start here, and we'll do a little tour. I've not got to build with this one. That's a really zoomed in picture. We get to zoom in a little bit more, but this is the B550i from Aorus. They're Pro AX. Pro AX Prox. Whoa, what is that? What is that on? Oh, that's not even the. Oh, hold on, guys. It's like I was like, wait, what are you seeing? That's not what we're on. Okay, let me reset this real quick. You guys get a really good picture of my start script. The mystery camera. Okay, there we go. Now you guys can see what we're actually looking at. Okay. Have we gotten more? Has there been more statements on that yet? It'd be interesting to go there. Oh man, look at that's the thing is like you open this thing, you're like, oh my gosh, oh that's so tiny. Okay, so let's grab. That's Wi-Fi. There's our little M.2, and we don't need anything else. Everything else in here is not stuff I need. Throw that away. There's our Wi-Fi adapter and all our extra stuff. We're gonna take out our little board here. This is going to go over here because this is all my extras. There we go. We're going to put all. I love the one thing I do like about the small form factor Mobos or the mini ITX motherboards is that you end up with like these really deep boxes that are great for like storing all your spare parts. You know, which is always which is like a bonus. You get a free bonus. It's a freebie. You get a freebie. Okay, so. This is the part of the show that we always get to, where we always ask, is anybody new? Is anybody new to the show? Has anybody not seen the show or this is their first time hanging out, watching a Robeytech stream? I'm curious, do we have any new folks here? I would love to say hi. Okay, new, Kill Man, no you're not. Oh my gosh. Oh nice, Cyrus Slade, okay. Well, we got some people who are lying and then some people are not, but it's okay, we're going. So welcome to the show. One of the things I like to do is if you guys have questions, just a couple, there's gonna be these people who are called tech specialists. They're hanging out in the chat. So if you end up having questions, don't be afraid to ask. They'll do things like chime in and try and get your questions answered. The community here is incredibly helpful. And they will also do a really good job of helping you understand. So if you don't feel like I'm getting your question answered, a lot of the time those guys will. The other thing too is I like to do stuff like give you guys a tour, help you be educated while we're building the PC. So we walk through things and talk about all the different parts and pieces, all that sort of stuff. So hopefully you walk away just a little bit smarter, a little bit more in the know when it comes to building a PC. So that's my hope. Welcome to the show, and we'll go from there. This is a micro ATX. Yes, this is a micro ATX PC. Let's see. Let's use. Everybody wanted me to do this last time, so let's use tweezers. You guys love it when I use tweezers to do the pointing. So we're going to use the we're gonna use the Verge tweezers for this. Okay, so not a whole lot to point to on this board because it's so super tiny, but this is what's called a mini ITX form factor. In fact, you can see right here, look at that. We got our mini ITX right here, and then you've got mini DTX, you got your ATX, and then your full ATX. So this like fits, look at that. It's like this mat was like specifically designed, like we knew what was going on, but there's a mini ITX board right there. So it's smallest in terms of the form factor. We also have micro ATX, etc., which is what this is right here. And then, this is things in here. This is your AM4 socket. Your AM4 socket is where you stick your Ryzen CPU. If you were going to use like an Intel CPU, then this would be called either LGA 115X, which is the ones that they used for 9th gen and before, to some degree. And then AM4 has actually been around since B350 and B450, B550, X470, X570, and it will also be used on X670 or B650, depending on what AMD decides to do around 4000 series. So this is where you're going to stick your CPU. These little brackets right here are used for AIOs. They're also used for things like stock coolers, like the Wraith Prism cooler. They're not always used, like for instance, Deep Castle, you'll remove these, so it depends. But it's nice to actually have this here. The one that we're going to use today for Corsair actually does use this bracket, so nice little addition there. We won't have to do any additional prep to get this installed. Right here we have 2 DIMMs. You know, you've seen like on more traditional motherboards you'll see 4. This actually only has 2. Again, it is dual channel, so you have to have 1 in each in order to activate dual channel. So a lot of times you're like, oh, I want to do 16 gigs. Don't buy a single 16 gig DIMM. It's better to buy 2 8 gigs and put it across both, because then you activate dual channel. Up here at the top, we actually have our EPS power connector. This is for your CPU. This is an 8-pin. It's the only one that's up here. Right here, it looks like you have your CPU fan header. This right here is your ATX power. This is what's going to power your entire board. Looks like we have it looks like this is a front panel, and then we have an RGB header, a USB, another RGB header. We've got another fan header. This looks like your HD audio's over here. So there's your HD audio. I don't know what this is. I have to look that one up. I don't know what that is. This is your USB 3.2 connector right here. These right here are SATA connectors. You've got 4 of them. These are things where you're going to plug in hard drives. Underneath right here, this is your heatsink for your M.2. So this is where we're going to stick our PCIe Gen 4 M.2. On a B550, we only have 1. There could be more than 1 on. Sometimes in the case you'd look under. Oh no, actually there might be 2. So I don't know. I think this looks like there's actually 2 M.2 slots. So you have 1 on the back, which this one I'm guessing is PCIe Gen 3, and this one right here is PCIe Gen 4. Over here, and then it looks like over here, this might be front panels instead. I'm gonna have to look. Let's look. It's hard to tell on these little micro ATX boards what these things are. And then these are fan headers. Looks like you've actually got 2 fan headers, which should be more than enough. Okay, here's what we got. I'm looking at my layout real quick to make sure what it was. Oh, okay, so this is not an RGB. That's your PC speaker connector. I apologize. So that's PC speaker. This is your RGB, which I was right about. So they look very much the same, but that's PC speaker. That's RGB. This is your front panel. I was right about that. This is USB, front USB 1, and then we have, so this is USB 2, and this is USB 3.2. And then we've got our audio, and then we've also got TPM. Okay, so that's what that is. This is your TPM, and then this is your clear CMOS right here. So I was relatively close, a little bit different looking in terms of the what we have here, but that's what those other parts are. So I apologize, but that's what this is. This is the Ryzen. No, this is a 3600X. So anyway, that's what we have here. That's everything that we've got in here. That is your board. Let us go ahead and install our CPU and get it going. Here we go. So starting the CPU install. Let's go open the CPU right here. There's so many new people too, which is cool. Which is always a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. People are like preparing because they always know what I usually do here. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna do it today. What do you guys think? Should I do it for the new folks or should I not do it? What do you guys think? I'm curious. You guys know people are saying do it. Nice knife. Thank you very much. People are saying don't do it. Do it. Everybody's like do it. Don't do it. Everybody likes doing it. Oh, you have to. Okay. Kiltman always gets so mad though. Okay, so we're gonna check it out there. Oh, we're gonna open up our Ryzen CPU here. So these comes with your CPU, and then the other thing that's also nice about Ryzen specifically is this also includes, and I'll show it down. I'm not going to take it out because it's kind of a pain in the butt. This also includes a cooler. So this comes with a cooler. Unlike the Intel one, this is actually a useful cooler. A lot of people use these ones. Weren't capable of cooling in 3600X, but that is always included. So anytime you buy like a Ryzen CPU, you always have the option of having a free cooler, which is nice. So you don't necessarily need to buy one if you're like on a budget and you're like, oh, I'll upgrade my cooling later. You have that option. The other thing that we have in here, which I always like to show off, is because it still bewilders me every time, and everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about, is this, which is, what is this? This is the AMD Processor Certificate of Authenticity. And apparently this is like, you could photocopy this thing. Like this is but this is the official one. This is the certificate. You can write in your own number and you know it's authentic, versus like somebody who could like sell you this and then photocopy it and say, no, it's totally authentic. But there we go again. Let the Nerf war begin. Does it come with the stealth? Yes, it comes with the stealth cooler. I think it's the stealth cooler. I don't remember. Can somebody look that up? I don't think it's the Wraith Prism. It might be just the Wraith. Can say it. Yeah, it's certificate. It bugs the crap out of me. Can somebody look up real quick if the cooler that comes with the 3600X is the Stealth or the Wraith? I'd love to know. Prism is, yeah, Prism. I like the Prism. We've used the Prism quite a bit. Okay, so yeah. Let us, real quick, what am I looking for? I want to, oh yeah. So when you get your CPU, so we like to do this, we like to show you, I like to show you the stuff, scorch mark. Where do you see scorch marks? Oh, Wraith. Okay, there we go, Wraith. It's the Wraith. Okay, so here we go. Opening this thing from here. Where are you? Yeah, here we go right here. So we're getting this out. So this is your CPU. You want to do things like this thing on, and here on the top is the IHS, and this right here around it is where you don't want to try and touch it. Like you don't want to touch the bottom. And then on the other side, we also have these pins, and you don't want to do anything to the pins. Like you don't want to. Well, the things you don't want to do is you don't want to take like these and like bend the pins. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to grab the pins and just like kind of click at them or anything like that. Like that's not something you want to do at all. And the other thing too that you don't want to do is like, a lot of people say like, if you want to get more conductivity, like licking the pin, just licking the CPU and putting it in, not a good idea. But you can do stuff like licking it and then like combing your beard is a good idea. Like, so you can just do things like get it all cleaned and all that stuff is always really good. The other thing too is like, you shouldn't slamming this and all that sort of stuff. Like you could potentially delid and all those things again, or you could scrape the pins off. I also like to, don't do things like bend, like try and bend like pictures into it. That's another one too. So those are all things that you should never do. Oh man. Okay. So that was not a real CPU. Yeah, you can play the pins like a, yeah, people always like, it's so fucking, people always like get crazy. So here's the actual real CPU here, right here. So what we're gonna do is for how you do this is like you essentially open it up. Like I said, just grab it from the side. You don't want to do things like trying to defend yourself from a bunch of pygmies. Try not to touch this. But here on the bottom, you'll see like a little gold arrow. There's also a little arrow right there. And what you want to do is you want to line that little arrow with the arrow in here. You just want to drop it in just like so. And then it pops right in. You can jiggle it just to make sure it's in all the way. Wiggle it just a little bit. And then just push it down and you're good to go. So there you go. Now your CPU's in. For Ryzen, it is a vertical orientation. For Intel, it's actually horizontal. But I mean, honestly, I think these just look a whole lot better. For those of you who are freaking out about the me slamming that thing, it's a broken 3700X. So that's why I do it, just because I'm scarred for life. You loved it. You always do. Is it possible? You know, I've never tried. So you should not bend the pins. That's what the guy did who I bought that off of. He bent the pins, and that's not a good, and it didn't work, surprise. Okay, so now we're gonna put in our M.2 real quick. I'm assuming, I think this comes off because I see the other thing too. I think this is what typically does. It's got 2 screws here. That's a crazy heat sink for a PCIe Gen 4. Okay. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's like a heat sink on a heat sink. Look at that, it's like double the heat sink. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Now, don't forget, don't be like Robeytech. Yes, that is, you don't want to touch it. Like you don't, basically it can do things like it can keep the thermal paste from sticking correctly. The oils on your fingers can cause some issues. So you want to do stuff like, yeah, there you go. That's right. So what you do is just want to make sure you peel this so you open up and have access to the thermal pad underneath. Don't do like if you guys go and watch Bitwit's latest deep cool build, he forgot to take them off for his M.2s. I'm wondering how well it will run with streaming. It'll run fine. The one that I actually recommended would run perfectly well. So yeah, and if you guys want to see the build he's talking about, if you do exclamation point art, if you do the mods will do an exclamation point, that'll actually give you some build recommendations for Intel and AMD for 3070s if you want to check those out. Okay, so let's grab, this is my first time using a Sabrent M.2, by the way. So I've used Crucial, I've used Intel. I actually am getting one of their new Rocket Pluses, which apparently is faster than a 980. So it'll be interesting to do that. But look at the size of the, like when you look at this versus like the Western Digital or something like that, like look at the size of like the case for this. It's like super tiny. Like I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, that is small. So there's our M.2. It's a thick boy too, right? Like you could beat somebody, like if you really needed to with this thing, you could. Dip the SSD in cold water. That is not a good idea. Yeah, they've actually, so again, they were really well reviewed. So I'm curious to see, oh, okay, so apparently this is at the bottom. The packaging is a little bit harder than the packaging that I've done with other ones. Okay, so that opens up. Ooh, I didn't want to rip that. Okay, there we go. Ooh, look at that. Okay, here we go, fancy. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, it comes in an aluminum case. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That's so fancy. Aluminum storage container. It's like an M.2 like cigarette holder, and then you just open it up, and there you go, right there. There's our book, and then whoa. Again, now it's got an additional cover on it for I don't know what, and then you got your 1 terabyte. Ooh, that's a nice case. Yeah, that's nice. I have to say, like, you know what I mean, like. Price-wise on this is not bad, but like all in all, like that's pretty cool. Like you can also put like mints in there and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Okay, saving that. I wonder what is this for? Is this for like, oh, I know what this is for, guys. I know what this is for. You know what this is for? So what you do is you do this. You see, you set it like this, and then you can do stuff like get like boogers out of your nose. So it's like it's cool. It's got a booger cleaner. It just clicks it out, right? Yeah, so like, you know, you can get those out really you can get those out really quick. Will this be on the exam? Okay. Let's put on our M.2 stuff. And then the other thing too is we actually could install. I actually am probably going to go ahead and just throw in a second M.2 drive here. Just to give it some extra storage, but yeah, because this is my rig. There we go. Get that. Oh, let's go back to top down. Oh, and my nose. I could breathe so much better since they've given me that. It's a booger spoon. That's right. I can breathe so much better now that I've gotten all my boogers out. Thank you very much, Sabrent, for that. Okay, there we go. And then we just stick that down like so under this like ridiculously overly engineered heat sink. There we go. Then we throw this on it like that, and you know, if I was thinking with half a brain, I should have seen if there, I don't know off the top of my head if there is an Arctic white B550 board. I guess I should have looked that up. I still think this will look good because there's black inside the case, but I guess I didn't look at that. Okay, so there we go. Sabrent's installed. We're good there. Next up, I'm gonna go grab another M.2 real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and throw another one in so we can just show that installation. Hodor. Okay. Grabbing another M.2 from the supply drawer. Which one shall I use? Not that, that's SATA. That would be SATA to put that in. Nobody wants to be SATA about that. Yeah, let's throw one of these in. Why not? There we go. I love these M.2 drives. They're good. This is just for my build, so why not? Oopsie. There we go. Just because, we'll throw in a Western Digital Black SN750, 2 terabytes, just to give it a little bit more storage space here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this over and you'll see I have another M.2 storage location here on the back. Undo this. There we go. And I wonder why, it's like, why did I even need that? But okay. And grab this. Yeah, sneaky drive tray. Yeah, exactly, Friskamar. You don't know. You don't know. How do you know I didn't ask them what it was and they told me? They didn't tell me what it was. That they thought, you just think that I didn't know what it was, but it really was a booger flicker. You don't know that, yeah. Stick the motherboard in the space on your mat to show the size. Yeah, I know. It's like people, yeah, I don't think people are getting a good reference in terms of how just small this motherboard really is. Yeah, it's pretty tiny. I'll show you guys the mat. Actually, what I could do is I don't have one here, so I should have done that. If I had another motherboard, I would show you like a difference in terms of how small this is in terms of size if you want to see scale. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's our motherboard all installed and ready to go. We just got to put our RAM is, but people wanted to see, when you want to see how small, oh, actually, yeah, that was a good idea. Oops, I don't know why I'm zooming in, so here. I got to zoom way out. If you guys want to see this right here, that is a micro ATX board, and like the board that we did yesterday, that's how much bigger a ATX board is than a micro ATX board. So now you can get a visual reference in terms of, here's the difference in size. This is the difference in size in terms of the board. So yeah, there you go. That was a good call. Good job on thinking of that. Scale for scale. We gave you some scale. Okay, let's throw our RAM in here. Got some really pretty Arctic white RAM from the fine folks at Crucial, which we got some pretty cool Crucial stuff coming up here pretty soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's like kids. It's a kid's toy. That's right. No, it doesn't, because it's not a PCIe Gen 4, and I will tell you, if you look at the, it doesn't thermal throttle. This SN750 does not need a heatsink. And given the case, actually, it's sitting up against the case with air. It's completely capable of keeping itself cool. So we won't have any issues there. Booger, oh, is there a booger there? No, I flung it off because a cool thing is that I flung it off using the awesome Sabrent booger flinger that you get with your M.2 drive. That's the official name. It's the SBF, the SBF. Just so you guys know, that's the official name. If you look it up in the product stuff, it says it comes with the Sabrent SBF, the Sabrent booger flicker. So just FYI. Okay, so when you put in your RAM, you're gonna see this. Yeah, it's patented. Yeah, Sabrent's the player of the game. So you see this little slot right here. You're gonna line this up with this little slot right there. Just go in there. You're gonna just click it in. You get a nice quality. Oh, look at! Did you hear that? That was so good, so good. That the quality of that click sound. And that RAM looks nice too. So there we go. Just goes. You guys can hear it. Click, click. Oh my gosh! Whoa. Yeah, I didn't. What would happen? So somebody's saying like if I mated it, what would happen is that if you mated them, then you'd like have like this weird stunt because there's no place to go. It would just get stuck. It would just get stuck. So there we go. There. Obviously, people just got the click. They're getting the click right now. Okay, yeah, that's a nice quality. Nice quality. Yeah, it's 2x16. Yeah, 2x16. There it is, right there. It's like it's so funny when you're like. Look how big it is. It's so big. Oh, it's really not that big. It's super tiny. Yeah, here's my here's a water bottle for reference. You know what I mean? Like in terms of the size right there. That's how big this thing is. And then you just, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna throw the water on there. Roby, disrespect with those clicks. Oh, sorry. Exactly. You don't want to. I don't want to like a bunch of like stunted M.2s all over me. It's stands for the UATX is another name for oh my gosh, micro. It's micro. That's your micro ATX board. Okay. Whoa, hold on. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay, let's get this into our case. We don't have a whole lot more to do here. Let's grab our case now. Now, this case, I think is supposed to be mostly toolless. Oh, wow, okay. That pulls off, just FYI. FYI, that comes off. This comes off, guys. Just FYI, this comes off. Comes off. Just be careful. Don't just watch out. This comes off. Okay, and then this comes. Oh, that just pulls off. This just pulls off. There you go, just like that. So there's our other one. I'm trying to find a nice place to not. I can stick these down here. I don't want to scratch up my beautiful things. Okay, so that just pops off like so. Over here, we got another one. There we go. Nice toolless design. There's those really nice dust filters right there. So we can, now we do have, like I said, we have the tempered glass depending on how we mount everything. And then I think the top also should just pop off. Yep, there it goes. Top just pops off. Look at that. You've got your little fans there, which it comes with. Those are for cooling. So we'll get that installed here in a minute. And then we have lots of options here to figure out how to do the mounting and stuff like that. So we'll work on all this and figure this all out together. So let's get this out. Let's go to side camera so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing here. We're undoing our giant box of goodies in here. This thing comes with a lot of boat. Now, one thing I will say, the NR200 I think is 70, and then the NR200P is 99. So there actually is a difference in terms of cost. So you're paying that extra 20 bucks for that tempered glass that comes with it. So this is actually a little bit less expensive. If you wanted to save a little money, you could forgo the tempered glass solution and just get the NR200. There we go. And next up, we're gonna grab so let's get our little case out here. Now, the thing is, you actually have a lot of options here. In terms of the potential expansion of this is actually pretty impressive in terms of what options you have for installing. You can do vertically mounted GPU, you can do side mounted AIO. Like, there's a lot of options here. Some of the options are not necessarily Steve approved, which is a choice you can make. But again, it just depends on if you are getting noise. If you are getting noise on your AIO, we can change our configuration. So we are going to do a non-Steve approved build. We're going to vertically mount the GPU. We're going to do the AIO at the bottom and then have it and then there's potential of getting air in the pump header. But the Corsair I've done that before and it's been okay. So we're going to bottom mount the AIO and have the air pulled through the bottom. Then we're going to have top mounted as well, is the plan that I was going with today. So that is what I'm going to do. That is what we're going to see, and we'll go from there. So it should be fun. What we can do, and it's always a little bit different when you do an SFX case, is you just got to kind of figure stuff out. We're going to kind of pull things out. It's not as straightforward, or SFF. I keep saying SFX, which is not what I'm saying. As this small form factor build is things might go in a different order as we kind of figure stuff out here. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull all these cables out so they're out of the way. We want to figure out how to route them all. Okay, so there's that. Now this I'm gonna take off. because I don't want to, I'm not going to side mount the AIO. I don't want to do that. I want to use the tempered glass panel. So I'm going to unscrew this. We're going to vertically mount our GPU. Let's go to top down here. Oh, screws are in there like a beast. Okay. How do you come out? Oh, just like that. Okay. There you go. Okay. So that's our AIO mount, but we can use that on the bottom, I believe. Okay, so let us, just because we're learning all together. Steve is everywhere. Yeah, Steve is everywhere. Right now, I think he's actually streaming. I think he's streaming and they're doing another overclock session right now. So I think he's actually, yeah. Oh, these are, what? Oh, these are gonna be white. That's lame. Those are supposed to be white. There we go. No, I thought they were gonna be white, not black. That's unfortunate. Okay. Riser cables on the other side. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. So these go on the top. I thought they were gonna be white, but they did not, they're not white. So it's definitely gonna fit the more Stormtrooper in terms of the theme, which is okay. I think that'll be okay. I'm gonna grab the manual real quick because I wanna see how, gosh darn it. I wanna grab and find out what the best way to side mount this is. I want to do the pretty looking one. I want it pretty, guys. Aesthetically pleasing. There it is. That's what we all want. Hey, how are we doing on likes? Fernando, what's going on? What's going on? Let's get Fernando reporting in here in terms of what our like situation is. Cable management is time consuming, I agree. Fernando, what's our countdown here? In terms of 320. Okay, guys. We want to get this done. We want to get the deal here. Okay, so if we want to do bottom mounted, we can do that. I'm trying to say we have two options there. Don't care. What I know is vertical mount. I'm looking for the side mounted AIO. Side mounted. So it says, oh, okay, there you go. So you can undo. Okay, that's cool. There it is. Nifty neato. Pretty keto. Okay, so it looks like right now we can move forward with what we're going to do, what we're going to start with, which is not this. Oops, let's not scratch up that. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install our motherboard. This little tiny thing. Going to go right here. Only 4 screws, which is nice. And there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Perfectly perfect. And then look at this. Another one sponsored by The Verge. Comes with free Verge tweezers with every build. And then here's our screws, and then we've got some SSD scaps and all that sort of stuff. Everybody's like, wow. Okay, we got standoffs if we wanted them, all that sort of stuff, which we don't care about. The only thing I care about right now is my little motherboard screws. So we're gonna take this. There we go. Oops. There we go. Get one screw in. Second screw is going in. And for those of you who are joining me, do not forget, this is the month of September. We are giving away a 3080 to one lucky subscriber over on Twitch this month. If you want to get on that, if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, Amazon Prime member, come over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. All you got to do is use your free Prime. Now, if you do like gifted subs, like we've gotten a lot at the beginning, all that sort of stuff, those also get you entries in. Gifted subs get you extra entries. Tiered subs, so if you go to tier 2 or tier 3, those are actually the best way to get extra entries. And then finally, you also have what's called subscribing for multiple months. That also gets you entries. We're going to be announcing that at the first Wednesday, the first stream in October. So yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. If you want to get on that, don't forget to don't forget to come over and do that subscription. There you go, Leo Gaming getting his entry in. No, you do not have to be present. It's just as long as you're a subscriber. Ban who? What's going on? Why would you? Who is he talking about? Portugal? It's the country of Portugal wants to ban somebody. Okay, let's see. What we want to do now is I just found out that the bottom of this comes off. You can take this off and then you can put it, we can mount our AIO on the bottom and then put it back, which is pretty crazy. So I'm going to take my big screw thing here and put all these extra screws in there because I don't need them. This is not pre-recorded, Clue, but thank you for pretending it is. So. Eric, that honestly, that's like people have been able to get them. I know at NVIDIA, specifically NVIDIA's site, people have actually had some success getting them, so which has been pretty cool. So there we go. You're gonna just put these on here. I try to save these little baggies, by the way, because they always come in handy. Sometimes they give you ones that aren't aren't going there. Okay. Next up, we can take off this bottom, this little bottom thing right here is what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that off. I think I'm gonna see how to do it. I think it's from the side. So it says 1, 2. That doesn't tell me anything. You can do it sideways, which I don't wanna do, but what I wanna do is the other way. This is 1, 2. It looks like it's just, there's a single screw in the back. Okay, I figured it out. That was pretty easy. Should just look at it instead of trying to use instructions. So right here in the back, guys, is a single screw. I take this one screw off. Oh, there we go. Single screws off. Okay, put that off to the side, and this right here at the bottom just pops right off. Look at that. And that is for mounting our AIO. So we got our AIO mount ready. And then up here at the top, we're gonna let's go ahead and put in our 2 fans. We can put this off to the side, our little pre-built, ready to go. This is actually going to go pretty quick. So put this off to the side like this. And this will go like that. There we go. Then let's get our fans installed. We got 2 fans to get in there. We got these 2 pre-installed fans that have to go on. That we install like, which direction does it want it to go? That's a good question. So follow the instructions so it makes it a little easier. And they did give me a fan splitter, which is good. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid to read the instructions. Okay, so it doesn't tell you, but I'm assuming with this, I want it to be towards the back. So I'm going to look at that real quick. This goes like this. This goes like this, right? So if I want these to be like that, okay. Okay, there we go. These got to go like this. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I put them in the right direction. So then these just screw right down, which is cool. Wow, those just literally just pop right in. Wow, that's nuts. All you do is you just go like this and they pop right in. What the? That's magical. Does it need to screw, I guess? I don't know. That's crazy. You don't even have to screw these things. Just kind of go in. That's it. Wow, you guys, that's cool. Good job, Cooler Master, man. They made that easy. Just basically line them up over the holes. You just push it in. And it just clicks right in. That's crazy. I've never seen fans that work like that. You've got a little bit of a screw, and yeah, they're on. That's it. They're installed. That's nuts. That's cool. Did you guys see that? They're just like, just push it. Just push it. Push it real good. The drip, well, I don't know. I build PCs, not cars. Though I love cars, don't get me wrong. That is crazy though. Come on, that was pretty, come on. That was cool. Celebrate with me. You guys are all like, what? That's lame, Ruby. No, it wasn't, it was cool. 360 lights, push it real good. There you go. Everybody enjoyed that. Oh man. Oh my gosh, baseball. What got you into it? I just like, honestly, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I got to do it. I got to do my first one about 6 years ago, and then got to do it for some charity things, and then luckily just kind of fell into doing it for fun. And it's grown ever since. And you guys come here, thousands of you come here 3 times a week and watch me do it like a moron every time. So score. Giveaway, we've got a bunch of different ones. We're getting really close to one here pretty soon. Thank you very much we're at 40 guys. 40 of those subs. We're gonna get to 60 if we want to give away the $100 new gift card. Okay, so we've got our fans installed, which is like the fastest thing on the planet. So let us get the second fastest thing on the planet. This is the back, which is nice. Let's get our AIO ready. And the cool thing is with how this AIO is, we're gonna make the lights on this ice blue. And so we'll get like a nice ice blue hue up throughout the entire case, which is going to look really cool. So I'm having heavier and heavier amounts of anticipation. Today has been very slow. What do you mean, Advance? Today has been very slow. How? With the build, you mean? I'm getting higher levels of anticipation given what's happening here. So I'm pretty excited about the whole thing. There we go, getting all of our stuff out. All we need for this today. Yeah, the ones I just put in were case fans, and now we're gonna get our RGB fans in here. So we're just gonna get everything kind of taken out and ready, because we're gonna get ready to mount it all like a bizos. I want to try the new cooler mount, the new Corsair AIO. It's funny, I have like a really good relationship with Elgato, but I haven't developed a really good relationship yet with Corsair. Through Newegg I have, but not necessarily separately. So something that I need to get in on here pretty soon, because it'd be fun. I know I definitely am picking up one of their new cases, the 400. Is it the 400 series, whatever they are? And get those in there. Oh, by the way, one thing I did want to ask is that I am working, you are not working. I am working on getting my verification on the old Twitters. If folks want to help with that, Blondie But Geeky is going to put down a link here pretty quick to a tweet that Intel has responded to, AMD's responded to, NZXT's responded to, I think Cooler Master, Crucial, Razer. So we've had a lot of people who've it was also an SFF build who've responded to that and are trying to who've been trying to help me get my verification. If you wouldn't mind just going over and giving it some love, either some likes, or if you wouldn't mind giving it a retweet, that would be awesome. So I'd be excited about that. I'd appreciate it greatly. Okay, so if I do that, this is going to go like this, which I think will look good. Yes, I think we will do this. This is how we're going to mount it. And because we're going to mount it that way, I want the fans to be this way. There we go. I just want to make sure I get the fans in the right direction, because I want those to be towards the back, which is going to be the truth. Okay, cool. There we go. We're going to be pulling air through the case. So it's going to be it's going to basically just be pulling air through the case is the plan. So just so people are asking, if you're asking about the cooling option, that's what we're doing here. There's the link right there. If people just want to go take a chance, give it a like. It would be great. There's 1,535 people here right now. If you want to just go give it a like, give it a retweet, that would be huge, and I'd really appreciate it. So thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get our fans installed here real quick. Not you guys, both. You all fans. Am I doing a bad job as light counter? No, Fernando, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. What are you saying? Are you doing a bad job? You're telling me the count. Let's get the count. Let's guys, by the way, if we get to 600 likes, that activates a giveaway. And we still have what? Thank you very much, Tigger. We have what? We have probably another, hour left until an hour or so, and then we'll do that second hype giveaway and give away that NVMe drive, which is going to be awesome. Appreciate all you. Okay. Do you suggest reverse airflow builds? What's popping? We're giving away, and so people are asking, the giveaways today, we're giving away an NVMe drive. We're giving away probably at least $100 Newegg gift card, if not 150. You guys always surprise me. And then we're also giving away a Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Reverse airflow builds, it just depends. What would you consider a reverse airflow build? Thanks, Icy Sniper. Appreciate it. By the way, apparently there was a response from EVGA. Hey, what's up, Denise? How are you, man? Or ma'am? Why not side AIO? Because I have the tempered glass, so I want to be able to see. I want to be able to see the build. Heat blown to the bottom. I haven't done that. I've never tried. I've never done that. So have you heard recommendations of versus the one way or the other? Exhaust is intake and the front is exhaust. Have I ever had an Iranian fan? I think I have one now, right, Thundershock? I do have, like, I have had people from, like, all over the world. I've had people from India. I don't know about Iranian though. I would like to do an AIO on a dual system, but I don't know how to do it. 405 likes. There we go, guys. We're getting there. Did you start there? I didn't know there was. I don't think the verify form exists. I think they've shut it all down. So we're just trying to get me attention. Which right now there's like 80. It's like 81,000, or it was 81,000 impressions this afternoon. So thank you very much for all the subs, guys. I think somebody's going to drop like a 20 drop. That's a weird. We're going to see a 20 sub drop here pretty quick. Somebody's just going to drop it. Where's that? Where's the our normal sub leader isn't here. Drafaz. Where's Drafaz? He hasn't been here today. I always want attention, guys. That's what I do. What I do, I get attention, right? Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, me. Mostly comes down to aesthetic takes, snacks. Oh, okay. October 5th. Okay, wow. Did that just get announced, DJ? That would be crazy. Did that just get announced? October 15th? Brief, yo, it depends on what you're going to do for it. I mean, we'll test it. If it ends up being bad, what I'll probably do is then I'll throw the side panel on, the normal side panel on, and throw the normal side panel on, and then side mount the AIO. But oh, that's what I thought. I thought that was no. It was like, yeah, I thought they'd announced that, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought they had announced that, but I thought maybe there was an official announce. So, Dr. Super, thank you very much for letting me know that, Super. I had heard that. On your 2K Lean Lee, if it had been your own PC, were you working with a similar budget? I would have done the AIO like I did. I like the AIO. I'd have to go back and look at that build. I don't remember it. That was like 12 builds ago. So it's a good question. I'm pretty picky about my choices. I wouldn't have changed the lighting because then you can just easily change the lighting. I would have gone with the Corsair, so then I could just change it all with a single RGB app. I think that's all I could remember. Oh, nice, cool. Well, there you go. Then hopefully, DJ Dusky, for your birthday, you'll get a 3070. Third-rate PC build was released. It's been over 2 years since some third-rate. What was that, Portugal? I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just saying that's the day that the 3070 gets released. I'm not saying I'm sending you one. I'm just letting you know that if you wanted to get one on your birthday, you have a chance. I have a tempered glass case that's mesh up front. Yeah, the P400P, the Phantix is awesome. I also love the P500A. That's another great one. Like, there's lots of them. Okay, there we go. There we go. I think we're good there. What am I doing now? I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mount this onto the feet. Onto the feet. Here we go. Onto the feet. You go. So we're going to undo this, take off our dust filter, and then we're going to take this like this. Then we're going to hang this over the table like so. Look at that. It's like it lines up on purpose. So pretty. Okay, we got our little fan things here. There we go. The case costs $99 US. Yeah, compressed air. I always have some. I always have some right here. It's always like really good stuff. Then you can also use it to scare small children. Or like if you're licking it before you lick a CPU, I always like to do that. Oh, congratulations, Fernando! His birthday's coming up. Who's excited? Who's gonna watch the? Oh, tweeted you into the news in 3080 from Hard. Oh, thank you very much, Icy Sniper. I'll have to read that after the stream. What's the short? That's another. Sorry, that was another one. If you want to get good information, Hardware Unboxed is another great one to get that from. All I said was, that's a good looking AIO. Why did it get deleted? I guess I missed the question. Yeah, there's currently, we're waiting for, so the rumor is, so there was a leaked document that the 3070 isn't quite as fast as the 2080 Ti. There was a leaked document that people are pointing to. I don't know what the credibility is. Again, we'll have to wait for reviews. Hopefully I'll have one before, just given the 3070 is a little bit cheaper, and hopefully they will. So I'm hoping to get my 3070 before I got my 3080, which was not good. Okay, getting through it here. The crashing of the RA doesn't appear to be down to the caps used, which is why they've made a video yet. We don't know what the issue is. What we do know is the FB and Tough Gaming models crash just as much as the other models. They use the MLCCs. Well, there you go. Well, that's good to know. So they had the same thing that we had, which is like so I haven't had an issue with an FE, but people are saying the Tough model. So I wonder what there's gonna be a response here pretty soon. Yeah, I'm hoping so. The core clock issue, I'm pretty sure NVIDIA would love not to have something like that go wrong, but we'll go from there. Thank you very much, Fernando. He's always up. He's up on top of those likes. Come on, guys. We're 270 away from getting that giveaway. You guys can do it. There's 1,278 of you right now hanging out on YouTube. You can get those likes. Also, Twitch, you folks, you can go over youtube.com/Robeytech. Hit that like button and help unlock that first giveaway. Okay, there we go. That's all in and ready to go. We're actually ready for our mounting of our AIO. Okay. Now, one thing I need to do, we'll get this in and then we'll switch over our bracket and all that stuff. Okay, so this goes like this. Run all this stuff from the back. Stay together for me, baby. Okay. Keep this, doesn't need to be on right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see, think of the best way to do this. There we go. It's like crazy hand stuff. We want none of this to get trapped in there, so we want to stick these in here like that. Okay, and then just like that, make sure this gets pulled through. Our fan stuff. Sure, none of our cables are not where they're supposed to be. Okay, cool. Cool. We get it. Oh, we got one more cable stuck down here. There we go. Now, come on, baby. Get in your hole. Oh, this goes, sorry. Actually, I messed up. This goes like this. There we go. Nice. Okay. That's got plenty of room for our awesome. Okay, so that looks good. Got everything good there. Whew, that was some stuff, guys. That was some stuff. Okay, so here's where we're at. We are here. We have installed fans for our AIO. We're gonna throw in our little screw in the back here to hold on our feet. And a little bit, we're getting closer. Progressing quite well so far. There we go. Okay, next up, we're going to get our mounting mechanism for the AIO squared away here. Where's our, okay, there it is. So we'll need a couple of these. The rest of this I do not need. And then up here, all I need is these two things, and the rest of this stuff goes in the hole. Goes back inside. Oh. Oh, there you go. Okay, getting there. Okay. We're getting really close in terms of getting the thing. Howie. Okay, I don't need any of those. This is all out of the way. Let me just do our mounting mechanism here in a second. Okay, this is already kind of off, which is fine. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna take your sides and you're going to make sure you have it the right way first. And you just pull them off. Ooh, ow. And you cut yourself because they're like sharp blades. Ah, there you go. Now, if you're looking for defending yourself, you can use these as potential brass knuckles. So if you need to defend yourself, if you happen to be trapped inside of a micro center, you can grab these to defend yourself against zombies to get out. So go straight for the H100Is. I'm telling you, they're gonna be like gold in the future, guys. They're gonna be like gold. You watch out. You have to go grab your defense AIO brackets. Yeah, always bring your game. Oh man, yeah. I mean, I'm just telling you, the first place I'm going is we're like zombie apocalypse. I'm going straight to Micro Center. You guys will see. You'll be sorry when you're all stuck with your guns that don't work, and I've got my AIO bracket weapons. Okay. Okay, I want this to go like this. I want these to be here. So what we're doing right now is we're installing our brackets. Put them the right way. There we go. And then what you get, this is the really wonky part, but I'll give you a little hint. The thing to do is to start the threading for these. These are always like the weird thing because people try and figure out, hey, the best way to do this. You just start it. You want it to be a little bit started. Just kind of have them dangle off on the side like this. There we go. You guys are just jealous because I'm teaching you things that you were hoping to just keep secret. But no, I'm letting everybody in on the secrets now. Nobody's going to be dying in the zombie apocalypse because they're all going to be at Micro Center. There's no room on the top for the AIO. No, there is not. This is very anti-Steve, but Steve and I, like, same thing that Steve said. If you're not having a problem, it's fine. It's if you're having a problem, that's something that you may want to look at as a potential solution to said problem. But if your AIO is not making noise, if you're not having issues, you may potentially cut the time for your AIO, but you may not. And there have been lots of companies who've tested and had customers who've had AIOs in this format for a very, very long time. Again, it is a possibility and it is a troubleshooting technique. It is recommended that if you have the option to do it the right way. I do not have the option to get the aesthetically pleasing look that I want to do it the top mounted or side mounted way. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get our first clasp in, like so. Then we get our second clasp in. Get in there. There we go, we're both in. Can't actually tell. I think that's it. Yep, they're both on. There we go. Everything there looks good. Okay, let's screw these down now. A little bit at the bottom, a little bit at the top. You do not want to screw these in all one after the other because you can pop them off of the bracket. You want to do them a little bit at a time on each side. So, just to make sure it stays tight. And there we go. Okay, cool. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just get these mess of cables here because we don't have all of the cool room to kind of hide everything like we're used to. So this is where we get to try and make things look pretty. We're gonna try and figure out cool places to hide this stuff because we have a lot of it. We do not have any room behind the motherboard, but the good thing is that what we do have is we do not have a lot of room back here, right? No. We have room down here at the bottom behind the AIO, so that's where we'll try and do a lot of this stuff. So what we'll try and do is we'll probably run this down. There's some, if you look here on the side, you actually have some cable management options here. So we're gonna use these to kind of cable manage our stuff down. This is all AIO stuff, so the only thing I need from this is this right here, which is our CPU connector. It's gonna go right here in the corner, which you guys can't see. There we go, CPU connectors plugged in, and the rest of this stuff is gonna go and run down the side here, is the plan. Because all of this is all going to connect together to our fans. And this is also gonna run down the side and go into our USB plug, which is over here. So USB goes right here. This is always a big part. Cable management for this is where it's going to be the most interesting, is trying to get everything to look super clean, which is what you want. So these little cable comb things should work quite nicely, but got to get them open here. Okay, there we go. And then we'll probably go ahead and real quick zip tie or tweezer tie, as the Verge would call it. Tweezer tie our ones here. So there. And we're going to run as much cables as we can down to the bottom. Okay. There we go. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That worked just the way I needed it to. Then we got a little bit of room here for the SFF. Then we're gonna run these other ones. We'll get those trapped in there here in a minute. For now, let's get them down to the back here, like so. I'm gonna push everything down to the back because this is where we're gonna run all our cables that we do not have, that we're gonna hide here. It'll look nice and clean. This is what you want. And we're problem solving in real time, just so you guys know, ladies and gentlemen. Problem solving in real time, so I'm guessing this is what's gonna look best. We will see here in a moment. It's actually what works best. We have to plug in our power supply and see how long our cables are, etc. There's still a lot of kind of unknowns here, but there's not a lot to hook up, which is the cool thing. And you've actually got some cable combs here on the back as well, so we're getting everything down here. And that is going to go in here as well a little bit later, and then we'll have everything kind of off to the side for now. We'll push all this stuff down. There we go. Let's go ahead and do one more zip tie. Get these staying together right here. And then we still have to figure out some of our front panels here. There we go. Okay, so that's nice, and that's all, those are all tied together now. Okay, which is good. Now we still have a fan header we got to plug in up top too. So we've got two fan headers. One is already taken. The other one, where's our other fan header? Right there. Okay. We got this fan header too. And this is for the two fans at the top that we got to kind of hide. So this is going to be interesting. Always about trying to make things look pretty, guys. Always about trying to make things look pretty. Okay, so here we have, this is actually a fan splitter. We're gonna hook this in right here. And this is for the top fans. That I can't, like, I need my little mini light here real quick. Here's our little mini light. It's gonna turn on with a push of my button. My NAN light. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we got our NAN light in. I mean, sorry, not our NAN light. We got our fan extension in. Okay, that's gonna turn this off now. Okay, now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna quickly, just because this is probably easiest to just do real time, is we're gonna go ahead and cable manage these little bits of cables and get them into their slots here. Okay, so this is, what is this? Okay, these are all our cable stuff, okay. Welcome to the real world, baby. Oh, wait, I forgot to actually undo this. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, here we go. There we go. Pull all those tight here in a minute. We're using the cable solutions I was given here to try and make this look best. Oh, come on. But it's Velcro. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we got that Velcroed up, which is awesome. Now we're gonna finish the Velcro on this one real quick, and then we'll have everything kind of in its best state, which is cool. You want to just, what I'm paying attention to here is that, like, regardless, we'll have a GPU that's gonna kind of block the majority of it because it's a vertically mounted GPU, but you still want to, you got to have pride, you know what I'm saying? You got to have pride in how your things look. I guess it's probably more important when you're a PC builder like myself, but I don't know, I'm just kind of like Jay, right? Like, you gotta take the time, so that way you can look at something, you're like, hey, I built that with myself and it looks super clean. Look at that, see? Look at how clean that looks now. Nice and clean. All of our cables are routed in a simple way, and then we still have room for SFF. And then these are for, this cables right here are for our fans that are going to get connected to the top. And now let's turn over and connect our other fans, and then we'll figure out how to run our front panel connectors. And we're already in kind of good shape. Okay, so here is our mess in the back, but alas, we can that's okay, because this mess is all going to get kind of hidden back here with all of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our fans. There's one. It's just like the perfect length, I'll tell you. Okay, there's one fan, and then we have our one RGB right here. Okay, there's that. Okay, now what we can do is we can take fan number one, and it's already kind of in a good spot. So then again, what we'll do is we'll just essentially take another one of our little cable managers here and cable close this all together. How are we doing on likes, by the way? 1,728 people, coming up on 2K for tonight. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. We got a couple giveaways that are still happening. Also, don't forget to get in on September. We're going to give away a 3080. If you're over on Twitch, on YouTube, you can go to twitch.tv/Robeytech and use your free Prime sub to get one of those free entries. But yeah, you want to get on that. Good build. Thank you very much, man. Okay, there we go. It's all cleaned up there. Now we're going to go do the same thing on the other side, and then you're going to be amazed at how clean it looks. That is the whole hope, is that it looks, you guys are like, wow, Robey. Wow, Robey. Wow, that's what I want to hear. Wow, Robey. 500. Okay, so we need 100 more likes, guys. 100 more likes. Remember, it's 600 tonight. 600. Fernando, get on it. 600. They got to get to 600. They're so close. Okay, this is this might get pulled. I think this is going to be the thing that I regret, is that one is going to go in there. What if you're already subbed? Then you're fine. You're in. As long as you're subbed for the month of September. And it's subbed on Twitch, not on YouTube, guys. First I hid the, you hid the front, behind the front panel. Well, that's not, again, I'm problem solving real time. But I mean, we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, right now this looks okay and everything's kind of hidden. It'll look nice. It's all out of the way. You shouldn't see anything down here. Look at that. I'll be behind the front panel there. There we go. There we go. Okay, the only thing that I'll have, I got to figure out still, is this. Is if I can get a cable down to this. This might have to go back up, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so now we have our front panel connectors, which are up here. We've only got, so what we have for front panels, we have our front panel, which is easy. Well, that's nice. And then we've got USB 3.2. So that is all there is to connect. Let's see. And then you guys want to just take a look at the build now. Like here's where we are. Again, look, looks nice and clean, right? Like nice and clean looking build. You don't even see any of the cables, and dude, there's a lot plugged in already. So we got our SFF and all that sort of stuff. We still have quite a bit of room to run things. Okay, so what we can do is it actually looks like they gave you cable runners to run this stuff through. So we'll do this like that. And then what you do is you take this, which is like, how is this work? Or is that just to hold this? Oh, it's down here. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out, oh, the music stopped. Let's fix that. Okay, music stopped. Let's get the new music on. Let's switch it up. Let's switch to a different playlist. Let's try, we're gonna do this one, the unboxing playlist. Okay, now what I'm doing right here, guys, is I'm trying to, I'm gonna see if I can get it on the side view. I'm making my way downtown, walking, oh, wait, almost forgot my HD audio. I'm making my way downtown. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna run all of these along the front here and clip them underneath here. And again, we're just trying to clip everything in like so. There we go. Come on, there we go. Oh, is it in? Can't tell if that's attached or not. There we go. Okay, there's that side. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it one more time over here. Oh, I see. That was probably better to do it that way. Ah, okay, I get it, okay. Okay, over-engineered something here. Let me get that fixed real quick. Actually, come on, let go. There you go. These are super slack. So that's supposed to work. Guess it doesn't need to be super tight, I guess. What we're doing right now is we're just cable combing these last, or cable controlling, not cable combing, but cable controlling these last cables. And get them in their like little channels here. There we go. Okay, those are in their channel now. Okay, now we have HD audio, which goes all the way down across the back here. So we can hide that down. We can get this way down here. Zip tie that to something a little bit closer. This is going to go right here on the far side. There we go. Push that down so it won't be seen. And then we have our front panel, which is right here. Power LED, okay, there it is, right there. Okay, that's there. And then the last thing we have is USB 3.2, which goes right here. Okay, gotta twist it a little bit. get this to work. We'll get it all Here we go. Okay, so all of our front panels are connected. So the only thing we have left is power, and then everything else is kind of ready. Let's see what we can do in terms of making this look a little bit better. I can push this off to the side down here, I guess. There we go. And then these could go down, and I can just cable tie them over here where it's kind of hidden. Same with this. We can do it like a straight one here. Okay. And then I'm going to try real quick to get this last bit inside of here, so this gets pushed as well. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay. Gonna let the cables loose for a minute. Loose to get them into their home, their new home here. There's not much left to do, guys. Just got to figure out power. Everything else is out of the way. What is this little mischievous? There's a mischievous cable over here. Okay, there we go. That's going to look nice. It's going to look nice and clean. And again, remember the GPU is going to be across the front. So I might do some, depending on where we're going from a length standpoint, we got to figure that out. But in terms of, let's get our PSU in, then everything else is kind of ready. Let's get our peel here. I don't necessarily shiesty. I haven't had a concern with that stuff. No, it's not like a television where you don't want to like a power wire and an HDMI. So because a lot of that stuff's on the external part. So no, not necessarily. I think maybe the only one you might want to worry about that for is maybe HD audio. But you know, if you're really that kind of audiophile, then you probably aren't going to use your HD audio. You're going to have like a discrete GPU or a DAC or something like that for your audio stuff. But no. Not really, not for me. I don't know if anybody else has anything that they care about. If they do, let him know. I'm curious. The question that he had was, when cleaning up your wires, trying them together or whatnot, is there a PC part you don't want them to touch, be near? So that's the question he had. And that was from Shiesty Gamer. Where's my water? There it is. Okay. Build's looking good. We're gonna grab our PSU. Get that in here. Oh, we have riser cable too. But that I'm less worried about because it just goes right on top of the vertical mount. So we'll get that done here in a minute. But I guess I could plug it in now. I wonder if there's something you have to, I don't think there's anything you have to do to look at that here in a minute. What I'm talking to myself about is if there's anything I need to do to the riser cable for the top for vertical mounting. I'm going to look at real quick. Vertical mount of GPU. One, two, one. No, it says no. There's just basically mount it. Be a boss and mount it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this here because this is the. Oops, let's take off the protection. And there we go. There we go. Okay, vertical mount GPU mount is in. There we go. Okay, now what we have to do is PSU. That's what we're working on. So here's our little very tiny SF600 power supply. It's funny because I thought, I'm curious, I'm gonna go look real quick. I think I actually have sleeved cables for this that are a little bit easier, and I think I have a couple pairs. I'm gonna go look real quick, guys. For some reason I remember that I do, and that will make the cable management on this way easier. In my mind, anyway, that would make the cable management way easier. Because I think these are all, I think the ones that are here are all, they're like these kind, and they're actually like our sleeve cables. Oh, again, sponsored by the fine folks over at, look at this tiny PSU. So small, look at that. You like tiny PSUs? It's like so tiny. There it is right there. You want your little tiny PSU. I'm gonna go look real quick and see if I have sleeve cables. It's a toy, that's right. They're really small. Oh, I just realized that I wonder how hard this is going to be to get my PSU in. I just realized that. I think it screws from the front, so I think we'll be okay. I remember having a bunch of black. Oh, you know what? I think they're actually down here. Never mind. I actually think I have them right here. I think I have them right here. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I do. Look at this. Look at this. I have premium SF PSU power cables. Like I didn't even know I had them. So these are going to make it a whole lot easier in terms of cable managing these little sleeved cables. So there you go. I'll throw a link to those later if you guys want to see this stuff. If you're thinking of doing this build, these will make it easier. Oh, cool. Thanks, Icy. Micro machines. Yeah, it is definitely very micro machinist because look at how easy, like that's just like a nice, easy thing. And then it also comes with a fancy Corsair bag. Look at this. It's so fancy. Like I think this actually paired with the booger catcher. This is like so you can catch all your lifetimes with the boogers. That's what that's for right there. So there you go. But I have known, will 10 G of VRAM be enough for where 4K gaming is heading? No. Okay, here we go. Let's get our PSU in. Oh, I'm curious. I bet you all of this. Okay, so how does this get mounted? So how does this stay in here is the question. Oh, it goes like that. How do I get it in though? Does this slide off or something? Okay. Learning about installing a PSU here. Looks like it does. Okay, it's just like it slides off and then it slides back on. Okay. So we undo this. And now we have to undo all of our cables at the bottom because you didn't know, but now I know. And you can move where this is mounted, like, and it does, you can 3D print. It's funny, they actually have a 3D printable mounting bracket. Like if you wanted to mount, oh geez, like every cable comes off of this. Oh, I'm really glad I spent all that time cable managing just to find out, like, in order to put the power supply on. Oh well, you live and you learn, right? I'm gonna living and learning. I'm sure there's somebody who's watching this going, I told you, but you weren't looking. Like, yes, I know. Okay. This is gonna go like this. Go like this. It must go like this. Yep, it's gonna go like that. There we go. So there we go. And then I need my PSU cable, PSU screws. I didn't see any in here. That's always interesting. They usually give you some, but they did not in this case. I'm assuming they're in here. They give me 4. Yep, looks like they gave me 4. Okay, cool. Cool. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna mount our bracket. There's only 2 for this. So mounting our PSU. And then we're going to go ahead and have all of our cables. So now, at least I just got to practice. That's what it was. I got to practice my cable control. That's what we did. We practiced our cable control, right guys? That's all it was. Just practice. Actually, it looks like this can actually fit more. Try. Not that I need it, but I mean, if I can put more screws in, why not put all the screws in, you know? Yeah, you can put 6 screws in. Let's just put all the screws in. We want mad screws. You want to screw everything. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Maximum screwing. That also doesn't come out right. I'm screwing with confidence, guys. I'm screwing with confidence. I'm confidently mounting this. Robeytech fan on the other side. On the other side of what? The fan is pushing towards the front. Oh, do you want? Oh, you say have it go to the back? Oh, have it blow out of the case. Son of a biscuit eater. Okay. Yeah, well, with 6 screws, I guess you're right. That's a good call. Luckily, I only put in 4 screws. I screwed confidently wrong. Fine. You caught me. But I'm going to unscrew. I'm unscrewing with confidence now, guys. Unscrewing with confidence. Thank you for helping me catch that. Guys, we have to be, I think we have to have unlocked Hype Train. So if we want to unlock that last giveaway, where are we at on likes? Let's start that first. Yeah, screwing things wrong as long as you do it with confidence. That's right. 566. Come on, guys. 44 more likes, and we'll do that giveaway. Also, we are in the Hype Train zone. So if you guys want to unlock that last Hype Train and unlock that NVMe giveaway, you can also do that as well. That is also available. We have to get both. We have to get both. The way that works is all you got to do is drop subs, bits, and that unlocks Hype Train. And then from there, we do that NVMe giveaway. So you guys just gotta let's go, drop it. There we go, get it. Can I get I will get it, you know what, I will get a dad joke here in a minute. I did not bring them out, I will get one here in a minute just to get my thing. I would love to brighten your day. Oh, thanks, UTP, appreciate it. Come on, guys, those Amazon Prime, those free Amazon Prime subs also count, all that stuff counts. To unlock it, just come over to twitch.tv/Robeytech, unlock that so we can give this, get this NVMe away. Okay, 2 more screws, we're gonna do it. Oh, nice, Toad. They are all there. It's intake to, it's basically pulls air through the case from the bottom. Okay, there we go. Now all of our fans are in. The place is in the right way. Now let's get this. Oh, let's get our cables on that we need. It's not. Yeah, you got to subscribe on. It's not on YouTube, guys. It's subscribing on Twitch. Come on, guys, drop those bits. Let's get them. Let's drop those. We just do a gifted sub thing, all that sort of stuff. We'll get it and unlock it. Let's see if we can do. See if we can get it going here. Let's finish the week off strong. If I can get a 27.1 to go with it, I would recommend a 37 for sure. 3070 for sure. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. We got that. Now what we need is our GPU one. This is our CPU one. Yeah, it's a fully modular power supply. What happened to the mic? What happened? Whoa. Oh no. I don't know what happened. Hold on, guys. I don't know what happened there. Okay, rebooted it. Okay, you can't hear me right now. How is it? Does it sound better? Even worse. Okay. Oh, good. No. Nope. Define better. Oof. Okay. Hold on. What else? Let's just check the cables here. Does that sound better? Where's Robey? Yep, you sound great. Still Robey. We're like a derelict. I don't know what's going on.
All I can do, I don't know what else to do, guys. It's all been fine up until right now. I can reset this. Okay, I'm back again. There's no battery. The batteries are all full, guys. The batteries are all full. Everything is good. Nope. Okay. Okay, hold on. One more thing. I'm going to do this. Hold on.
There goes testing. Okay, let's turn this down. How about that? Is that better? Hello? Oh, there it goes. Oh, I had it plugged in the wrong one. Sorry, guys. Is that better? Wait, okay. What is going on? It's just being weird. Okay, I'm fine now. Okay, I'm back. I forgot to, okay, it's back. Everything's fine. Gremlins, just like Gremlins got in there. Okay, we're getting some subscriptions. We need to unlock that, we need to unlock the last part, guys. We're really close. So let me find, do they have a dual one? No, they don't. That's unfortunate. Okay. All right, I have a SATA. Do I have a SATA plugged in? Okay, I need this SATA. Okay. 606 likes, yay! We've unlocked the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway now, guys. Okay, first giveaway. This is for YouTube. This is for the 600 likes. This is 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate. Thank you very much, Fernando. Okay, giveaways. This is for 3 months of a Game Pass Ultimate. You guys get into that. We're going to start that YouTube thing now. And then let's see if we can get the hype train going at the same time. Starting that giveaway right now. Awesome. Good job, YouTube. Good job, YouTube. Good job, guys. There's peripherals. And then we need our GPUs, of which they didn't give me a dual one, so you got to do 2, which sucks, but it is what it is. Okay. Luckily I have 2 of these packs. First giveaway going, guys. Now. Okay. We basically have to fill like every slot on this this power supply. Fortunately. So we're gonna have a lot of cables to figure out how to manage here pretty soon here. I think I only have 1 cable that I didn't use. Awesome. Okay. There's all of our cables. Now we have all sorts of things to run. This one we want to separate because this one's actually going to go down. The rest of these can go in here. Why do PCs have to have so many cables? Jeez. Huh? Cables? Why do you have to have so many cables? PCs, why do I gotta have so many cables? Why can't you have less cables? Okay, there we go. I just need to get that screwed in. Okay. Okay, PSU's in, finally. There we go. Okay. Could have done that at the beginning, I guess, but now we gotta figure out how to get all of our... Usually when we're at this point, it's like usually like, oh, we're almost done. But this one, not so much, because we got a lot of cables to figure out here. Okay. Make sure this looks pretty, you know? That's important. That's important to us. Making sure the PC looks pretty. Okay. That goes in there. We're now nearing the place where we can actually get things done. Okay. Now we have... I think this is perfect. I think we should just leave it like this. I think that looks very pretty. Don't you guys agree? It's like, yeah, perfect. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. How could I be so lucky? Where did that cable come from? Oh, because it just got listed. I think if we just left it like that, we're going there. And then yeah, I think that's perfectly cable. I think that's perfectly cable managed. So there's my build. It's good to go. We're good to go. Okay, picking our winner now. Congratulations to BAMC. BAMC, you are the winner of the 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate. So if you want to reach out to Blondie, she'll hook you up. And then let's start that hype train. Oh, hype train's going. Let's do it, guys. Hype train is on the move. Gosh darn it. Yeah, now we just got to figure this. Like one cable got all twisted. This is always the joy, like when you have to like undo. Like usually I like to cable manage as I build, but this is the thing about SFF power supplies is like you don't always get the option. So now I'm trying to find all my cables that we're not supposed to be. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's up here. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna push this one, which actually goes down. Just need one cable here. Oh, this crud. Yeah, let's get this out of the way. Okay, a little bit at a time. This is gonna go right here. So I got one cable hooked up. There we go. Make sure, by the way, I'll always tell you, hey guys, okay, so we have 2 minutes left, 1 minute, 47 seconds. If we do not get both, then we do not unlock that giveaway. We've never failed the hype train thing. I don't know if this is gonna be the first one, but somebody's just gotta drop. There we go, there's some bits right there. Just a little bit of bits, but we have 1 minute, 34 seconds to unlock that hype train, guys. There's a little bit of bits right there. Let's go switch to over. It is an overhead. We're gonna switch right there. I wanna see if we can finish this hype train, guys. Come on, 1 minute and 30 seconds. It'll happen. Come on, Twitch, you can do it. Okay, let us get, I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm really gonna kind of get to the point where all my cables are plugged in, and then I'm gonna worry about controlling this chaos here. So this, we'll go up here, like so. That plugged in. There we go. There we go. There's one drop right there. You guys have yet to fail it. Oh, come on. It's like stuck in this. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. So power is now in. Okay, so there's that one. That's fine. This is PCIe. This is not as important right now. We want these, so we'll pull these out. These are the ones that we'll do later. Oh, CPU, that's the one I was looking for. So this is gotta go up here, and it's gotta be, I gotta route it. It's not the longest cable. Okay, there we go. Just long enough. Awesome. I was a little worried about that. Again, still trying to think of the best way to get this, but it looks like it should be okay from here. Okay. Okay. There's that one. Okay, what else do we have? We got to plug in this, which is our one. But these I don't need. These are all for that. Okay. And everything else. What is this? Oh, This just got unplugged. Easy fix. Okay. Okay, all of our cables are now back under control somewhat. We'll get them into their little slings here in a second, once I finish this little process here. That is all, that's for that. I just need to find the one SATA and get the SATA plugged in. Here it is right here, okay. The easiest way to get to the SATA is, can I get that cable back there? That's what I want. Okay, can I get this cable to go back? I want like one cable to be back there. And the rest of them will go. Okay, let's see if I can do it with this. Okay. What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Come back here, cable. Want one SATA. There we go. So we can have, okay, now we have power to our AIO. It's down below, so we're good there. Okay, now we can worry about routing. So now we have all of these big boss-like controller things here. And I want to get them kind of into control here. This is going to be, oh, what are we at? Level 4. Okay. I don't know. I guess you guys are right. I shouldn't have to worry about this. You guys always do this. Okay, so let's start up here and push everything down. So let's find our cable stuff here. I have it all here. And where's our, okay, there's that, and then where's the other part of it? Okay, there it is. It's attached. Okay, going to top down again. Now what we do is we slowly work on making this all pretty again. And then do it all. Problem is that like the little cable I need here is like stuck on, so there it is, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, here we go. Shoot, now that's really stuck down there. Okay. Okay, now we have quorum. It's essentially what I was looking for. So now I can do this. There we go. What is this? This does not go this way. This goes, I want all of these cables that are not supposed to go. Okay, these all get routed up here. Okay, got one set of routed cables done. Whew, brutal, but done. Okay, so those are recontrolled again, and we're now done. Okay, so now for the next ones, which is this one right here, which it actually looks like this one is actually not stuck like the other one was. Gotta get all my cables out here, crud, and onto this, into this thing. Okay, a couple more. Where's my, there you go. Okay, got it through. Okay, come on. Okay, level 5, 2, oh, we're done. Okay, never mind. I don't even know why I bothered. I was like looking up, I was like, oh, I forgot about Hype Train, but you guys just basically took care of it all. Oh, crud, I forgot to put this one in there. Son of a... Okay, I'm gonna have to pull. There we go. Okay, this is gonna have to go on this side. I have one cable that did not get put in there. I have to do this one more time. Ah, SFF. Ah, small form factor. Oh, how I've missed you. And by I've missed you, I miss you, but your cable management is always beastly. Come on, baby. Why are you being a pain? There we go. Okay. Now we have every cable in the right place. And now we can actually cable manage. Okay, there we go. Okay, that is in. Now I have this, that I just gotta get this one on this side. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, good. Shoot. Thing I didn't want to have happen just happened. Okay, what I'm doing right now, guys, is just as an FYI, as I'm trying to get this one right here to zip around, then all of these cables will be clean and in the right place. And that is what I'm working on. And I'm so close. Like the power supply is always the thing. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, let's do that last giveaway. Sorry, there's still one more giveaway after this. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That was a good time. Now we have it all kind of in the right spot. I'm going to do another zip tie right here. Kind of clean this up. I like it when a good plan comes together. And then let's do this giveaway. It's for a 256 gig NVMe SSD from Western Digital. So big shout out to them for sponsoring that. And then big shout out to Twitch for bringing it in like a boss. We're at 82 subs now. You guys are bosses. Okay, there we go. Wow, look how much better that looks. Okay, cool. Let me do that one. So let me set the last goal, sub goal. We're at 82. Let me just make sure. We are at 83. Okay, sub goal. Hold on. Sub goal. End goal. This is for a $150 new gift card. We need 100. We're at 83. There we go. Start. Okay, now let's do our giveaway. Giveaways. This is for a 256 NVMe SSD. It is worldwide, but in the case of if you are international, we just give you a gift card so you can get one. Well, the gift card value. Okay, there we go. Saving that and starting that giveaway right now. Boom, there you go. Okay, so we got our GPU cables ready to go here. Now what we're gonna do, we gotta figure out how to get these all clumped together. This is like the last final frontier is right here. And we have these big ol' things right here for doing this. So figure this out here. I want to start with a left one, but I got to find it here. It's hidden from me. There it is. No, it's not hidden from me. I found it. Okay, so what do I do? I think you have to go. Do you go up at it? Is that what it is here? Do you go straight across here? Like, what is I'm gonna figure out how this works here. So okay, yeah, you want to go straight across and in. Okay, so I'm going to the side camera real quick. No, let me give you guys a little bit more light so you can see what I'm working on. What we're doing right now is the last cable management solution. There you go. So what we're doing is there's cable management solutions. And I just got to get one of them through this little slot right here. It's going to happen here. It came out, which is, oh, there it goes. Perfect. Okay, so there we go. And now I've got that one. Now I'm going to do is get the other one through there as well. And this will allow us to do the last bit of cable management. And then all we got to do is put in a GPU. That's all that's left. Okay, cool. Got it. Wow, that I was really worried about. But it went better than I thought. Okay, cool. Now we do this. We need to make sure that these do not get on the fans. That is the key part here. So we're going to run this. These are going to go up. So run this across both of them here. This is like, and it needs to get clasped on something here. What does it get clasped on? That's the question. I think I'm gonna be able to get it all the way through there. I think it's supposed to, but maybe. Where's the cable here? Funny, I was like, oh, why did they make these so loose? But now I know. There we go. There's one, and that one. Okay, I think this other one, I'm gonna have to, there's not a lot of room here for the tubes and stuff. Which I think somebody was telling me about a little earlier. They were having the same concern. Use them crow. That is all our PSU stuff right here. I feel like I almost want the tubes on the other side, but I don't think there's a way to do that. Not realistically. To have the tubes be not trapped back here. What is it stuck in? It's like stuck in something that's keeping it from being able to move. Well, I guess actually it looks okay. It hides all the tubes, so the tubes actually look a little bit cleaner, but I just want them off of the... There we go. There we go. No, that's not going to hold. Okay. I think we're going to be zip tying here. I don't think this is going to hold. I'd like to have had it hold, but... Okay. Okay, zip ties are going to definitely have to be employed here. Long old zip ties. I don't know if I'm going to be able to zip tie this even. I need to get this off of here. And almost like these need to come through on the other side, but this is like stuck on this thing. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, sorry guys, figuring this out. Let's oh, we already picked the winner. Okay, what we're working on right now is I got tubes that I need to get. What is this stuck on this? Okay, this is like stuck on something. Like, what is this? What is this plugged into that I can't? Oh, it's this, okay. It's actually plugged into something, like it's like trapped. Okay. Something's plugged in back here. Yeah, this is. Okay, there we go. Get our tubes on the other side here. Wow, this is an interesting process here. Okay, there we go. Those are out. There we go. Okay, now see what I can do to get these more under control here. Okay, this is going to go back here, and plug into this now. Okay, so now we have our AIO back plugged in again. Okay, these can go back here. Okay, I get that out of the way. Now, I'm gonna get this all clumped up. Get that clumped up, then I'm done, and this will look better. I'm trying to figure out how to do that though. Okay. Okay. Close, guys. Close to figuring this out. It's not gonna hold, is it? As nice as that is, that would be perfect. Oh, I see. I can just do it up there. Okay. This is why you want like usually when I'll do builds like this, I'll do what are called, I'll order like the perfectly lengthed cables, so that way you can like have them all managed. And so that way it doesn't, like, the problem is I just have a bunch of excess cable here, and that excess cable is just, it's getting unmanageable here. I don't even know how to fix it is the problem. Like it's too big for zip ties, and it's like a massive clump here. Okay. The PC is streaming build for, yeah, it's a streaming build for myself. What are you letting me know? Sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to figure out some solution here. Cut and solder, yeah. Oh, I didn't start. Okay, I'll do it again. Did we, wait, okay. Looks like she's restarted it, guys. So, wait, hold on. Closing, canceling. Hold on, let me make sure that settings are right. It's not YouTube, that's why. Okay guys, it's Twitch. The entry's Twitch. So we're restarting that. Starting that giveaway now. It's exclamation point Twitch. Gosh darn it, man. I wonder if I can do it with, what are those really massive, with these? I wonder if the right solution might be, guys, is actually to get this down. I think I can do that. Yeah, let's do this. I have an idea, which will make this a little bit easier. Undo this and see if we can give myself a little bit more room, which would help. I'm trying to see anything holding it tight, right? No? Shouldn't be anything holding it tight, really? No? Ooh, there we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Now I can get back here and start compressing the crap out of these freaking cables. There we go. I have way more room now. Ugh. Let me do them in little groups here. Let's use these. Okay. What we're going to start doing is we're going to slowly start getting these. Now I have room. Okay. That one I don't want to touch. Okay, let's see if we can get one right through there. There we go. Now we're starting to make progress, ladies and gentlemen. Now, can I get this to where I can use the actual thing they gave me? Get these kind of around. And what is up with this? So you can actually use like this little lever thing if I wanted to, but I wonder if you can, I don't know if there's another way to make this lever thing work. Because it doesn't have any grip on the other side. I think it wants you to do, like pull through in some way, but how you do that, I don't know. Huh. And then it's all going to be behind. So I'm going to put these like, I don't want that up there. I want this as tight as I can get it. Not the prettiest down here. I want pretty. I want pretty. We're going to make it pretty. Pretty as we can, anyway. Congratulations, guys. We're getting super close. We still have the last giveaway, which is a 150, or sorry, 100. We only have $100 right now. We're 14 subs away from getting that $150. Is anybody gonna be the hero? Are you gonna be the hero, baby? Gosh darn it, Ruby. It's like the second time I've like put this zip tie on backwards. Okay. Okay, that'll clean that up in the back. Now we have a much cleaner look in the back. Now, I was trying to figure out how to, wish I could make this, I want this to be in the right spot, but so I can just run it through here. Does that work? Even enough to let it stick. There we go. Okay, there you go. It's actually controlled now. I feel like I'm not using those. I feel like I'm not using those zip tie things in the right way, but it actually looks nice. So looks like it's held by them, which is great. Let's see how it looks with the AIO back on. hits the, should not hit. Looks like it's got, no, looks like it's got plenty of clearance. Let's see. The fans are popped out, but that's easy to fix. Oops. Okay. So nothing's, the fans aren't hitting anything. This won't hit anything either, because this will be like this, and then that we got plenty of tube movement. These are going to be like this. More than likely, these are going to be like this, which is fine. Because these are going to come up above and block that. So these will be like this, which will be fine. You won't really see much of anything else. Okay, well, it's pretty close to managed. So let's get our GPU in, and then we'll be in good shape, and we can see how it looks afterwards. Okay, let's get our GPU in. Close, guys. Close, finally. Thank you very much for the 17, almost 2,000 people who are hanging out and making it last today. I know this one was like I lost interactivity here for a little bit, but thinking through the setup for this was a little bit more problematic than I expected. But just at the 3-hour mark, and we're just about finished with the build. I'm gonna put our GPU in and call it a day. Well, and turn it on, you know, all that stuff. And we got quite a bit of clearance on the fan, which is good. I was a little worried about that, but we got no issues there. Okay, those are out of the way. Okay, next up, let's grab our 2060 Super right here. You guys ready? It's been a while. I don't think I've ever actually opened. I think I've opened a lot of 2060s, but never a Founders Edition. This is the first Founders Edition I've actually ever used in of the 2060 variety. So I always like these cards. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's so tiny. So tiny. Look at that little tiny Tim. Little tiny boy. There we go. 2060 Super ready to go. What announcement did I miss? Yeah. I'm not looking at chat right now, so don't do the announcement again while I'm not looking at chat. There you go. Okay, here we go. Last one. Here's your peel. Because you love this, it's a peeling. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get this in. There we go. Go to top down. So again, we're figuring out what we got here. So we got this that's got to go like this. The hoses are going to go like that. There we go. Okay, now we got that. Let's go and screw it in. Oh, the back. Oh, I only needed one. Son of a biscuit eater. Well, that's good to know. I thought I needed two, but I didn't. I only needed one GPU cable. And now removing that's going to be a giant pain in the butt, so we'll figure that out here in a minute. There you go. One more cable, one more key thing. It'll be easier to look. It'll be easier looking on the eyes, that's for sure. Okay, GPU's in. No, I don't think these are actually. Let me see how hard these are to get out. I think this one is just gonna have to get this is our other fan. Okay, these are fans for the top. I wish I would have known that, because now I have this like beautifully cable managed mess back here. So what I'm going to do is, because if I ever upgrade this, I'll have both. So I'm going to put this down like that. What I'm going to do is take this PCIe cable like this and get plugged in real quick. See you later, Maddie. We're so close, Maddie. We're so close. I'll miss you. No, Maddie, don't leave me, Maddie. Don't leave me. It's okay, you can leave me. I get it. It's 1 a.m. It's late. I was supposed to have this. I was supposed to stream at 6. And it became 6:30, and then it became 7, so I apologize, guys. But we have the right build now, which is cool. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cable manage this last little bit right here, which goes right here. And we'll have all of our cables done. I wonder if I can put a single cable comb. Work on that after I get this zip tied. One more zip tie is all I need. It sounds like Neil Diamond. Zip tie is all I need. I got to think of a Neil. What's a good Neil Diamond song? I don't know, but it's like it. I got a very Neil Diamond vibe when I started saying that. Okay, there we go. What's a Neil Diamond song? Real quick, guys. Okay, so we are literally, like, everything is plugged in now. Everything is cable managed. I'm gonna see if I can get a single cable comb on one 4-pin cable comb on here just to keep it clean looking. Sweet Caroline, yeah. Sweet cable ties. Bam, bam, bam. Cable management's never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. Sweet cable ties. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know Cracklin' Rose. I just know Sweet Carolina. I think that's the only Neil Diamond song. He wasn't like a one-hit wonder. Just kidding. Somebody's probably mad now. Yeah. Did I see what? There's like some hardcore Neil Diamond fan now who's gonna like hate me because I'm like, he sing 50,000 award-winning songs. I'm gonna like get like hate mail. Now they're not gonna verify me because wasn't nice to Neil Diamond. Okay, let's get that back there. Okay. I was able to get a cable comb on, guys. Actually, it's starting to make this look better. One more cable comb. Luckily, I have cable combs abound. Cable combs abound. Okay. There we go. Okay, cable combs are in. Makes the build look nicer. Here we go. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, we still have one cable to do, but that's what it looks like from the front. There you go. I think that looks pretty good. Pretty good, Roby. Pretty good. Looks clean. Yeah. Sweet cable ties. Bam, bam, bam. Cable management never felt so good. So good. So good. Okay. Now, you do not need this. This is just extra. Okay, now what we need to do is we just need to quickly, because we still have one more thing that goes on the top here, which connects to these bad boys, so I definitely probably did not want to See what I did here. I did not want to I'm going to zip tie these back together because these just did not want to be unzip tied. Keeping them tight. There we go. One more zip tie in the back. Then we can hook up our last fan cables. And the build is officially done. Minus turning it on, of course. It looks pretty clean, actually. Cleaner than I knew I'd get it clean. I knew I'd get it clean. But still, I always like it when it comes out clean. Okay, now there's that one. One more here. There you go. Fan separators are in. There's any more hidden cables, right? Like that's it. Okay. And that actually has cable guards. Okay, there we go, guys. Looks good, nice and clean. I know you guys can't see, so why don't I do this so you guys can kind of just see how kind of clean it came out. The power supply is there. So there you go. So now you can see how clean. It actually is very clean inside. So there's from the bottom. It'll all get lit up. So it looks nice and clean. Yeah, it just took some time. Okay, that took some time, but let's get the rest of the box put together. Now we do have. Where's the front? Oh, it's up here. Let's. I'm just walked in a circle, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, this is the back here. No, that's the back there. No, maybe that's the front. Okay, this must be the back. Because we have the tempered glass panel too. Okay, so this is the back. There we go. Okay, now let's grab our front. That lock, do you have to pull that? No, you don't. Okay. Okay, that still comes off without. I'm curious. Okay, there we go. Front is on. I love toolless. Like, toolless is just so nice. So nice. Okay, last part. We turn it all on. Well, we don't actually need to use the last part. I forgot about that. We'll put the tempered glass on here in a minute. We're also going to have like a black border around it. But yeah, there'll be like a black border around it, so it'll still be extra clear, but it ended up coming out very clean, actually. Making sure there's nothing touching the cables. It's all good shape. Looks nice and clean. Okay, let us turn it on is the question. We've done all that work. Does it power? Is the question of the night. Right? Now, there we go. Now this goes right here. Oh! Oh! Oh, I love it when a good plan comes together. There we go. Now remember, guys, the hope is that the whole thing will be like ice blue on the inside. Johnny 5 is alive. It does work. Yeah, and it's getting some light from the back, so it'll be nice. It'll get The blue will be nice. I'm looking to see if it posts. That's what we're waiting for. But it is up, and it posts. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. All you have to do is go back to the subscription button, and you can change your tier. If you go in there, it'll show the other one. It's waiting for the post. Here it comes, here it comes. Here it comes. There it is, post baby. Post baby. Look at that. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? We built an entire streaming PC ready to go. Huzzah, post and good to go. Oh, it's already got an OS on it. I had no idea. I guess I had an OS on this. Well, I'm gonna have to wipe it because I'm gonna put the OS onto a different drive. I didn't even know there was an OS on this. Hey guys, there's an OS on this apparently. That's funny. But yeah, hey, I wonder, why don't we finish it then? We'll just finish it and put it on blue. While we're at it, guys, we're 13. Yeah, what fan is? Oh, it's because I'm pretty sure the Corsair stuff. Let me get it in. Yeah, one fan just went out. That's not. I'm pretty sure there's a Corsair IQs on here. So let me fix that, and we'll get it ice blue, and it'll be completely done. So let's fix that real quick. Man, that's cool. Now my streaming PC is actually like 100% ready to go. I don't know what. I must have had an OS on that Western Digital drive. Didn't know that. It's working. Everything's working. That's just the light's not on, which is usually an IQ problem. And if there's an OS on it, I'm pretty sure this is a test drive. So I'm going to fix that real quick, and then we'll be good to go. Don't worry. Calm down, ladies and gentlemen. Calm down. Fan's fine. I'm going to go ahead and grab my little monitor here. Love these little portable monitors. Because we don't really care all that much about the greater. There's USB-C, and there's our HDMI. Okay, so this is a little portable monitor I use for like doing quick setup stuff. Love these things. If you ever want like something, these are really rad for testing. Keep meaning to put the links because people have asked me about them. There we go. Okay, so I got a little monitor now. There's a signal. Come on. Let me lame. Continue. Okay. Okay, here we go. So yes, IQ is on here. That's why I was getting all wacky. If I do this, and I go to, oops, oh, wait, there's a bunch of stuff on here. I'm gonna end up wiping this, but not a big deal. We'll take care of that here in a minute. So we'll go to, oops. There it is, all the fans there. Instant lighting, we want ice blue. No, that's not, yeah, there you go. Not quite that blue. Lighting effects. Turn it off. There we go. So now it's all rainbow. Solid. Oh no, I want static color. Static color. And then we want ice blue. There we go. And there it is. That's what the build's gonna look like. Okay. And there is our finished build, ready to go with its all ice blue look and good. Whoo, there we go, guys. It's funny because it doesn't like the camera doesn't do it justice. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing how much better it looks in person. We'll have to do a little bit. It's actually like I think I have like it's actually almost like a greenish blue, and I want like more of a bluish blue. You're like, what is he saying? There you go. Oops. There we go. There you go. I want more like that. More bluish blue, less greenish blue. There we go. Cool. So there you go. That is the completed build, ready to go. And we are 6 away from doing that last giveaway. So we'll give people a couple minutes. Let's go ahead and turn off. What I'll do now is I'll turn off. What is on this drive? This is like basically what is on here. Oh, it's like it's empty. It's like an empty drive. It's just got all the setup stuff on it. It's got RGB fusion on it, which is great because that's actually a thing there. We've got cam and all that stuff. Okay, cool. We'll turn off. I'm going to turn down the volume, turn down the lights a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. And then, we'll just turn it all off. You guys can see the things. Now, I want to take a couple minutes. There you go. It's all lit up in blue. So it's actually very similar to the blue we have there. Looks really nice. I'm really happy with it. But while we got this going, I'm curious. I want to give you guys some opportunity to ask your questions in terms of answering any questions you guys have. And then also give you guys a little bit of chance. We got 6. Well, I subbed 2 March. So it only, okay, so you get extra entries. You get extra entries for, you get extra entries towards the giveaway, but the subs, it doesn't count. There is going to be another giveaway. There's one more giveaway, which is the $150 Newegg gift card. So, which we're gonna get. I'm pretty sure people are gonna do that last sub. If you guys want to, we can. I don't think I have. I can put 3D Mark on it real quick if you guys want to. No, you don't. We're just gonna do a $150 Newegg gift card. So you just get 150 bucks. We need 6 more subs though, guys. Nice. I like the lights off because I don't have to see your face. What? I'm pretty proud of my looks. Okay, so here we go. Clean off the thing here. We can check the thermals here if you guys want to see what the CPU and GPU temp is, because we do have NZXT installed. So let's throw the last thing in here that we have to put in here. Let's get this up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Making sure that it's all a little bit more on this. It's always a problem with like tempered glass panels. Okay. Now I can really hold it, clean it. There we go. Now, there we go. There it is. Okay, let's see what thermals are like. Wow, well, okay, well, let's do that last giveaway then. So right now our CPU is sitting at 50, and then our GPU is at 28. So that seems pretty good. Oh, it's dead. It's jumping down to 40. Okay, you guys wanted to see what it was at. Let's see if I have. I don't think I have Steam on here. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to have time to run thermals, guys. It's already 10:30. So thank you very much for all those subscriptions, guys. Okay, let's turn up the lights a little bit. We'll not to ruin the mood completely, but I'm super stoked about how good this build came out. I'm just saying. Okay. We'll turn it up to, we'll do low. There we go. So a little bit less bright. That build came out so good. That looks so good. And it looks good from like, all angles. It looks just very clean, which makes me happy. It looks clean all the way around. Yeah, this came out super nice. Okay, sorry, I'm happy, and it's my build, so that makes me, that's like double happy. Okay, let's start the giveaway. Oh, this is for a $150 Newegg gift card. Okay. Thank you very much to the 1,600 people who hung out today. I don't think this was a personal thing, and I appreciate it. This will be more for entertainment later. By the way, the interest for this is Newegg Now, but I super appreciate you guys being here and being here for me to do a build that has nothing to do with it. Yeah, and by the way, guys, the other thing too is like, even though there is no trap, like there is air everywhere, and it is sucking air from the bottom. It's exhausting air out. Like there is plenty of airflow on this thing, and so yeah, you really do have. I am not worried about thermals on this because literally air is just being pulled through, which would be good. So I'm happy. I'm very happy with how this looks. It came out incredible looking, and yeah, I'm excited to get this and get it set up for get it set up for streaming. The other thing too, I will let you know is that there is like almost 2.5 inches between the GPU and the side panel. So there's a lot of room between those two. So it's not like it's really all that close. Just the other thing too. Let me do this, and then I'll give you guys like a nice side view of the whole thing while we're doing that too. So we'll get it up on the side so you guys can see it a little bit better. Clean up the workspace and then get ready for Q&A. It's always my favorite time at the end. Okay. There we go. Get this put away. Last giveaway for the night. Thank you very much. The giveaway's not running on Twitch. Hold on, guys. I see Twitch entries. No, the Twitch, hey guys. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to restart it. It is working. You guys, it is showing up on Twitch. I'm seeing Twitch entries. So we're going to start that again. $150 Newegg gift card. Newegg now. I'm starting this now. Twitch entries are happening, guys. I do see it on the, it is running. So there you go. I see YouTube. There's Twitch. So everybody's able to get in. And remember, Twitch subs, you get, and I don't think I've said this the whole time, so I know we have a lot of new Twitch subs. Twitch subs, you get, yeah. So Twitch subs, you get extra entries. So if you are a tier 1 Twitch subscriber, you're getting 3 extra entries. If you're a tier 2 Twitch subscriber, you're getting 4 extra entries. And if you're a tier 3, you get 5 extra entries. So just so you guys know, that is that's how that works. So if you're a higher tier sub, you actually get more entries for the giveaways, which is awesome. That's the way it should work. So sorry the bot's not showing, but it is being counted. You guys are good. Okay, let's get you guys over here to the side angle so you guys can get one more view of this beautiful PC that came out and how it looks there. There you go. There's a nice side view for you. Look at that. There, that's probably like one of the better in terms of just how it kind of came across. Whoa, it just shut off. Oh, the light, it must be going to sleep. Fred, of course I put the thing away and it shuts off. So anyway, all the lights went off, but it was there. You got to see it briefly. I'll see, let me see if I can do the mouse again and get it to like, oh shoot. I'll move the mouse. Come on, come back alive. Wait, why did all the lights go away? Oh, it actually literally stopped showing lights for some reason. All the lights just stopped. That was weird. Huh. I'm gonna reboot this real quick. Restart. That was weird. It's like the lights just... Oh, there's the lights. Okay, they're all back. 40 seconds left, guys. Yeah, it came out. It does really look good, and it is so small and compact, which is also the thing that's super nice. Capitalization does not work. It's just as long as it has the words together. Yeah, so there's probably some updates it needs. I'll tell you that. That's probably something we're gonna have to deal with real quick. Might as well let it do that while it's sitting here. Oh yeah, there. Quite a few actually. Let that go. Wait for IQ to turn the lights blue again. There we go. Come on, IQ. Okay. Okay, congratulations, Lieutenant Dan Jr. Lieutenant Dan Jr., you are the winner of the you're the winner of the Newegg Now, sorry, the $150 Newegg gift card. Congratulations, Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan. Oh, there it goes. Now it's all the lights are blue again. Cool. There we go. There isn't, well, I mean, one of the things that used to be there is like usually cooling. Cooling was a big thing, but in this case, the cooling is going to be fine. I mean, there really isn't one. I mean, the big thing has just been about having power supplies that were, gave you enough space, gave you enough power overhead to do powerful things. And then, you know, so it's like, oh, if I want to throw like a 3080, you know, a 3080 or a 3090, heaven forbid, inside of something like this, there wasn't SFF power supplies that really had the headroom. I mean, you could do an external one, but if you just want it all in a box. I have two. This is my second small form factor build that I use personally. The first one is a Danny 4 SFX case, which is why I keep saying SFX. And that's got a 2080 Super and a 30. It's actually more powerful than this and has less room. And so it's another, like, it's a great build. Yeah, so I need to change one thing. I just realized something. We're gonna let this boot real quick. Okay. And then, yeah, that's the other thing too, is that the only other disadvantage I would say is that the tendency to build, they have a tendency to be harder to build in. Like you saw, like for instance, what I just went through, is a lot of it was trying to do cable management, trying to make sure the right cable, like just making it look clean, just takes more time. So that's the other thing too. So yeah. Hey, thanks Kappa, I appreciate it. Anything else? Okay, so what I like to do is first and foremost, I want to run through my little, let's get through any questions. I like to give you guys 3 or 4 minutes of asking questions here at the end, and we'll go from there. Is this your first SF build at bottom mount AIO? Yeah, so this is the first time I've ever built with a bottom mount AIO. So this is my first SFF building that way too. And so got that all, yeah, you're welcome for that. So this is, again, I know Cooler Master's done some testing for this. I know this isn't necessarily Gamers Nexus approved because of where air is in the pump. But again, it depends on the pump. And of course, their pumps have a tendency to have some of the lowest amount of air to liquid ratio. So there's less than, it's like supposed to be less than 2%, if less than 1%. And so this should be fine. What's the name of the clock? That is the Devo exclamation point clock. Will tell you that this is not a review build. This build, I mean, it's a review of the NP500, the NP500 case, but this is going to be my streaming PC for my new game room. Which here, I'll put you guys. Here's the link to the new game room. Again, I know some people missed it, so here's a link to it. If you guys want to give it a go. That's the room it's going in, and that's why you can see it's lit the way that it's lit. Hey, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you coming in and giving me all the news. So, you're welcome to Bunk. Sweet cable ties. Bum bum bum. It is cheaper to build from scratch. Yes, you are always going to get more bang for buck. There is the closest that we've seen is NZXT build as you go higher in terms of the tier, and then there's a couple other ones. The MSI ones that I did a review on were pretty close in terms of cost, but you are always going to get more out of building it yourself. So, so what's the question? In an Alien Lee 01, should I go Corsair or Lian Li? I haven't tried the Galahad. I haven't got to try, but I've heard really good things about it, and so I do have one on order. We will give it a try. Those Uni fans, those Uni 120 fans are lit, dude. So if you want to do 9 of those, that would be great. Just know, I think the thing that, you know, I have a lot of clients who ask, hey, can I do a 011 Dynamics build? And I'm like, yes, but you're going to be spending anywhere between $150 and $300 just on RGB fans in some cases. And the other thing too is I always let you know is if you're going to build something that's very RGB heavy, you want to do a good job of trying to minimize the number of RGB applications you're going to use. So I have a tendency to put ASUS and Corsair together because you can do everything in IQ. If I'm not going to do a Corsair, if I'm not going to use Corsair, then I'm going to do a lot of things that I can control off of the single RGB hardware, RGB software that is from the motherboard. So then I won't do like ASUS. I'll do like an Aorus GPU with an Aorus motherboard. So that way I'm only using RGB Fusion, if that makes sense. Rocking the ASRock. Rock the ASRock. Yeah, ASRock is, I love ASRock. ASRock's a great build. I mean, ASRock's good, makes it. Fantex P500A. I have not. I do have some exciting Fantex news coming up in early October, which I'm really stoked about, so stay tuned for that. But they have not told me when the P500A is. Guys, honestly, it's like the human malware situation is just playing hectic on people getting in shipments. What? Wait a minute. What did he say about that? The desktop APUs won't reach PS5 or Xbox. These APUs are highly customized, not going to be released. Yes, they are not. But they're still big Navi chips. I mean, again, we already have the 2070, the 3070 already has more graphical processing power than, or even the 3060 will also be more powerful than both the PS5 or the Xbox One X. So, thermal test we saw. I can't run. Guys, I don't want to, it's already late, so I'm not going to run another thing, but I will tell you, like, the thermals right now are sitting in the 40s. And I don't expect them, guys, headroom-wise, it's probably going to get up into the 50s under load, maybe 55. So, human malware also canceled CES. Yeah, I know, I'm bummed. And I had a good time at CES. The only reason I miss is the Corsair block on the H100, and a lot of people turn them up. I'm trying to make a Freddy phrase, good luck. Okay, one or couple more questions, guys, then we're going to close it out. We want to be out of here by 10:45. Any other questions? I'm a cab driver in Vegas. Yeah, that's it. Is that a Steam water bottle? No, it's not. It's Dota 2. What flight stick do you use? So I'm using the Logitech. I just bought it. Let me look it up. I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to use. I'm using the Logitech something. Where is it? Amazon. Okay, hold on. Please let me just log in. Good. I'm using the Logitech GHX56, the HOTAS RGB throttle. So that's the one I'm using. That's the one that I'm going to be using for Star Wars Squadrons. Hey, thank you very much, that guy. We'll see you later. Thoughts on Lian Li. I love Lian Li cases. We just did the Lian Li Landcool Mesh 2, probably one of my favorite. I love the Dynamics. It's another one. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about it as well. Okay, guys. Well, that is it for Robeytech tonight. I hope you had a really great time. I hope you really enjoyed your time here. I want to say thank you for all the questions. I hope you learned some stuff about the 3080. I hope you enjoyed the build. We will be back next week for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we are starting our 3080 build series. We're also going to be doing a QNAP. We're actually going to build a QNAP NAS next week as well. So that should be a lot of fun. Also, just as an FYI, our show is regularly here on YouTube or on Twitch on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, starting at 6 p.m. And goes until 9 or 10. Sometimes we start late when things are going. I would love to get your thoughts on this build, on things that we can do to help to improve the show. So let me know all that stuff down in the comments below. Your comments are important. I read every single one of them, and I try very hard to respond to them, especially after a stream the next day. While you're down there, make sure you slap that subscribe button with that like button and ring that notification bell so we get a notification each and every time. You get a notification, not me. You get a notification each and every time we go live. So you can get things like breaking news, when we do things like the 980 Pro review, all those sort of things. You guys get to see that first and be on the cutting edge for that stuff. Also, we have an amazing community on Discord. you should come hang out with. If you're a new subscriber, you have subscription benefits to all that sort of stuff. So go hang out with us in Discord. We answer build questions. We talk about games. We talk about RTX and hardware availability. There's sales. All those sort of things are all covered there, as well as just an amazing community that loves to hang out. There's probably 4,000 or 5,000 people there. There's over 4,000. I don't know how far it is. Hopefully soon, Discord partners. That'll also be cool. Also, make sure you follow me on all the social medias: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, all at Robeytech. We're all a growing, awesome growing community, and I super appreciate each and every one of you who follows me. Hopefully we'll end up with that verified tweet, verified Twitter here very soon. Outside of that, guys, have a wonderful night. It has been absolutely awesome. Have a great weekend, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.